Build lasting relationships guided by integrity and trust. At First American Bank, we're here to help you through life's big and small moments, celebrating successes with you with a spirit that only a local partner can provide. First American, a banking tradition since 1910. Member FDIC.
Hey, Eddie Kennison here. As a former Tiger and pro athlete, strength, energy, and performance are still important to me. That's why when I felt my strength slipping, I turned to Rejuvamine Medical. Check your testosterone today at RejuvaMineMedical.com. That's REJUVIME Medical.com.
New year, new ownership, new All-Star Automotive. Enjoy complimentary maintenance, lifetime warranty, and zero stress on all new and most pre-owned vehicles. A better car buying experience starts right now. Everything is new at the all-new All-Star, and with 14 locations stocked with 12 top brands, we're sure you'll find your next ride here. Cars, trucks, SUVs, we have what you need. Come experience the new for yourself and shop All-Star Automotive today.
Matt Moscona visiting with Darren James. Darren, what makes you different than other realtors?
If you buy a home through us, we have our Love It or Leave It program. If you're not happy for whatever reason, within a year, you have to sell your home, we'll sell it for free, our side of the commission. No questions asked.
There's a reason he's on the Wall Street Journal's list of the top 1% of realtors in America. It's Darren James. Call Darren today, 335-7666, 335-7666, or agent225.com.
Think real estate, think Darren James.
Yo, Jake and Flynn here. When it comes to roofing repair and new roofs, there's a #1 top-rated roofer you need to know, Pelican Roofing. A recent recipient of the Better Business Bureau Integrity Award, Pelican Roofing has literally hundreds of 5-star reviews.
We know there are a lot of roofing companies, but there's only one Pelican Roofing in Baton Rouge and Lafayette and the surrounding areas. They even offer 0% financing for those who qualify.
Call for your free estimate at 225-629-1788 or visit pelicanroof.com.
Make Raising Cane's the first stop for your second line. Get your crew something to chew with the most craveable chicken fingers and fresh-made tea and lemonade. Let the good times roll this Mardi Gras with Raising Cane's. One love.
Why do billion-dollar insurance companies regularly delay and deny valid claims? Because that's how they got to be billion-dollar insurance companies. If you've been injured, I'd like to help.
Spencer Callahan is the one to see. Call 387-2323.
LA filing number 16-7969.
WNXX Jackson, KNXX Donaldsonville, and WDGL HD2 Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers. LA 21-12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Thursday, January 29th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 59. In hour one of today's show, we'll wrap up our Day 4 coverage, the final day out there in Mobile, Alabama for the Senior Bowl. We'll talk draft risers, Senior Bowl standouts. We'll talk it all. Also, coming up a little bit later in the show, we'll have our Munchie segment with LSU Executive Chef Michael Johnson, and we'll close it out like we do every day with Ask the Bench. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number one of Off the Bench, live from the Panini Senior Bowl in Mobile, Alabama, brought to you by First American Bank and Trust, starts now.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go.
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester,
Yep, got it. 5 out of 5.
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw from the end zone. Ball!
Live from the Raising Cane studio, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Yo, and welcome in to OTB here live from the Mobile Convention Center, downtown Mobile, Alabama. We are here, continue coverage of the 2026 Panini Senior Bowl, and of course our coverage brought to you by First American Bank and Trust here in Mobile. Flynn, Hester, Alondra back in studio in the Raising Cane studio. Our guy Musso and Tay. We are here. It is day number 4 in Mobile. How we doing? Are we see the finish line there, Matthew?
Oh, we're doing fantastic. It's been a great week. Very much enjoyed this week at the Senior Bowl. Really great practices yesterday.
Yeah.
And the practices have been
like surprisingly enjoyable. As much as I used to, playing, you kind of.
You've been surprised by you enjoying the football?
Yeah, I was surprised by me enjoying the football, but it's been very fun. The practice has been well run. They get to drill. There hadn't been a ton of sloppiness, but there's been a lot of really good competing, and it's been really enjoyable. And everybody we've talked to has been fantastic, and so it's my first experience at the Senior Bowl.
Yeah,
A+.
Yeah, it's true.
A+. 5-star plus rating.
5-star plus. Jordan Seaton, shout out. Alondra, your first experience at the Senior Bowl as well. How have you thought the practices and everything have gone? Have you enjoyed watching football practice with Matthew and him? Probably can't help himself talking about coverages and fronts and all the different things.
Yeah, honestly, all of this has been great. Like, I've really enjoyed everything that we've done, like this, the media day yesterday. The practices are a lot of fun. And, yeah, Matt's, like, teaching me ball.
Yeah. Just going to school.
Yeah.
Football 101.
And it's been great. I feel like I thrive in this type of an environment. Like, I love doing stuff like this. So, I've really enjoyed this entire week.
I thought media day was kind of cool. It had a great intention to be a great setup. The only thing is, the media members weren't allowing the players to actually get into the room.
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
like, hey guys, let them get to those tables that are set up. That's where they're supposed to be.
After a Little League game or a 10U soccer football game, after the game, the parents formed the hand tunnel.
Yeah.
That's basically what they did. Then they just couldn't make it through the door. But it was good. I was very, that was the part I was most stressed about.
Yeah.
Was the media day.
Couldn't tell.
No,
I couldn't tell
Not
at all,
at all.
honestly. Because being a former player, I just was like, man, I used to hate it when I have these situations. You got to talk to all these random people. You don't know where they're from. You don't know anything about them. They're just trying to get a couple of clips from you.
Yeah.
And then, she was on the other foot. I was that person having to bug these guys. And there was definitely
That's what they're down there for.
In that situation, there is not a time and situation where you can preface with hey, I get what you're going through real quick. Not me. I was just like, hey, bud, can I ask you some questions? I got 4 questions here. Let me rip.
Yeah. I guess you were doing fun stuff too, though.
I mean, I guess. Yeah.
I always just try to, find a way to be like, hey, I'm cool, bro. I've been through this.
I'll come in peace.
Yeah.
I get it.
I know it. I promise you, I'm not going to set you up. And just somehow, some way, try to get it. Because then it's like, okay, I can relax because I know this guy's not trying to get me to say the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but your situation's a little bit different because you do have the real microphone that says serious on it. And, so y'all get people pulled away.
Yeah.
I was in there in the scrum with all the beats with a microphone. Hey, bud, can I get?
And people kept trying to cut Matt off.
Here, bro.
And I'm like, go. I'm like, get in there.
Well, can't cut me off, bro. Yep.
You got cut off once.
I got a feeling
old
that
Tommy Toughnuts cut me off one time.
Oh, who was it?
I don't even know.
No, he was he was a mouth breather for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got to point him out.
Well,
I don't even remember what he looked like.
But he was
fight him.
and he cut me off and made no eye contact, and then continued to ask about 13 questions.
What was he wearing? Tell me everything.
I'll show you. He's basically if you were to look up beat writer in the dictionary, that's what you would get.
Green jacket.
Can't remember.
Okay.
Weak chin.
Super weak chin.
Super weak chin.
Wait,
for
so
sure.
Dude, we can jump him if you tell me.
Yeah, I know.
you said you enjoyed every interview?
No, I
should
did
we,
not.
There's one.
Should we go ahead?
Never meet your heroes, people.
Don't.
Never meet your
They're
hero.
disappointing.
Jennings Dunker, who I was so excited about. I've talked about.
Literally the entire week.
My heart fluttered when I thought about
the
it.
refrigerator with legs, the 6'4", 315-pound behemoth with no fat on this young man.
Yep. Beautiful
10-inch
red
hands,
locks.
T-Bob. Take that, bud.
Beautiful red mullet, incredible red mullet. He was the one I was most excited about talking to. We had to talk to him, and I asked everybody 4 questions. Who's your favorite team growing up? What's one thing you changed about college football? What's your go-to Taco Bell order? And what's your favorite football movie? Then I'd follow it up with, have you seen Varsity Blues? Spoiler alert, nobody has.
Except
Cole Payton.
Well, here at the table.
Oh, yeah.
Media day, nobody.
No.
Well, Jennings Dunker. Wasn't very good.
He has
Not
no
very
opinions
electric.
on anything.
He's like, no, I don't.
So bad.
Zero opinion.
He's like, I don't think I would change
Y'all said
anything.
it was bad. I was like, no, it's bad.
I was like, I don't think I'd change anything about college football. I was like, all right, next question. What's your favorite football movie? I don't think I've ever seen a football movie. All right.
What?
Didn't I have TVs in Iowa?
Yep. What's your go-to Taco Bell order? I've never eaten Taco Bell.
That's
Great answer.
He went from first round to undraftable.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, he was first round. He might have been 1 overall pick in my eyes until that. Now, not even Mr. Relevant.
I know. Very disappointing.
Yep. He could probably still play football pretty good.
Yeah,
doesn't matter. It's actually a character indictment. I need to probably let the scouts know.
We'll find somebody else. We'll find one more. Did you ask the tight ends if they had seen it?
Yeah, we did. No.
I tried to get to.
So is Cole Payton now the number one overall pick?
Linebacker Jacob.
Yeah, what's his last name?
What's his last name?
It's Rodriguez.
Okay, nailed it.
You whispered. There we go.
Rodriguez, I think it's Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Yeah, you mixed it up yesterday, and I'm not going to tell the whole story because I want you to stay on air. You messed it up yesterday, and I had him next, and I'm sitting over there like, oh my God, I know this
What
guy.
is his last name?
I was like, am I going to screw this up? Am I going to, because Flynn, we just had, so I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
We got it. He was great, though. He was
And
good.
y'all kept messing with me about it.
Yeah.
And like saying different last names.
Right.
And I was like, now I don't know what it is. Like,
Yeah.
y'all have messed me up completely. So we just didn't interview that guy. But he was my last hope of seeing Varsity Blues because he had a Texas Tech jersey on.
Yeah.
Mustache.
But I didn't get to him. He was one of the guys that
Older.
like.
Yeah.
He was one of the
Married
guys
already.
that
Yeah.
there was about 15 people surrounding him at all times, and like I was gonna have to shoulder my way in there, and I was like, I don't want it that much. I don't want it that bad.
You should have just, like, right after me, if you would have just sat right there, I would just pulled you in.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yeah, because he got caught like right after by a beat reporter because he he finished up with us and this guy's like, "Hey, Jacob, can we get you for an interview?" And the guy, yeah, he had the deep breath. I was like, "Oh man, this kid."
Yeah, poor kid. He did. You could tell he was all about ball. He didn't want to be there.
Do you know where he started his career? No, you don't. Virginia.
Nice.
Do you know what position he started his career at?
Yeah, tight end,
quarterback.
Oh,
told you.
He was a quarterback at UVA.
Wow.
Before
I didn't know that.
he transferred. I believe he walked on as a transfer
at Tech
to Texas Tech and became the best middle linebacker in the country.
Guess he couldn't cut it.
Throwing the ball?
Yeah, couldn't cut it at the real position.
Or maybe he just like realized like he had a brighter future at middle linebacker and became a guy that got
dude, couldn't spin
the
it.
5th most Heisman votes.
Couldn't spin it.
Okay. Rodriguez.
Yeah.
But there's been a lot of really cool takeaways from today. Seen a lot of famous faces in the NFL. A lot of GMs walking around.
Yeah.
You know, hit a couple of like little pieces and little waves at some people I knew.
I saw Mickey Loomis, and he said hello as he walked by.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Mickey, you want to come on? Our fans, I think they'd like to hear from you.
Yeah.
They would.
But
You want to take questions from the chat,
passing.
Mickey?
Yeah. Ask Mickey.
Ask Mickey.
Why do you smack your gum like
Ask
that?
Mickey. That would be.
That'd be electric.
That would take us
And
over
we just-
Murphy, Sam, and Jerry.
And we just read him with no filter.
Yeah.
That'd be the promise.
For sure.
The breakout star of the Senior Bowl, Division III wide receiver.
Yeah.
Tyron Montgomery, John Carroll University. We are going to actually try to get him on the show today if we can. And we'll, I guess we won't go into it exactly right now. We'll kind of, since we're just kind of talking about how we're doing, little vibe checks right now. But I just wanted to say that breakout star for 2 practices in a row has made the best plays at the Senior Bowl so far. Division III wide receiver, and he has some ties to LSU.
Actually, yeah, he does, and I did not know that before y'all told me. It's an incredible story. So, yeah, we're hopeful to catch up with him. But
Just to get a story, because it's awesome.
Well, let's do this. Let's take a break, and then, like, when we come back, we'll get the show started. We'll talk about his journey, because even if we don't get a chance to talk with him, he needs to be highlighted.
No doubt.
So we will do that when we jump back. It is OTB here live from Mobile, Alabama.
Off the bench.
All right, go to centralplumbing.org. Of course, that is the website for Central Plumbing, but it's not only in Central, it's in the entire greater Baton Rouge area. We are talking to you. And remember, they've got a new number, 24/7, 365 weekend holiday game day emergency services, 225-500-0774. If you have anything pop up, doesn't matter when it happens, that is the number to call. And if you're looking to remodel, always remember they can handle any job at your home, at your business. And if you want to go tankless, they can do that as well. Never run out of hot water again. Go to centralplumbing.org.
That's right, Central Plumbing, centralplumbing.org. I'm sure there's some people all over the country right now, but greater Baton Rouge area, we're talking to you. If you have some pipes leaking, if you just didn't get them covered up well enough, we didn't drip the faucets this week, whatever it is, we know that bad weather brings on some issues all over the house. So if you have something, call the experts. That's Central Plumbing, centralplumbing.org.
Purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. If you're battling an insurance company because of a wreck not your fault and they're not calling you back or being fair, whether you hire us at all, give us a call, 272-5555, or email LockeMeredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. You have nothing to lose.
Hello, I'm Collins Meredith. If you've been injured on the job, you likely have a workers' compensation claim, but you may also have a tort claim, which opens up significant recovery rights not normally available for a work injury. If this is you, call us or come see us at Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar, but instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime.
Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, live from the 2026 Panini Senior Bowl in Mobile, presented by First American Bank and Trust.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB here live from the 2026 Panini Senior Bowl. Our coverage brought to you by First American Bank and Trust, FABT.com. You know, I hadn't seen the first swing and soul from Panini.
Nope.
You asked me during the break. I haven't. You haven't. Alondra hasn't. We're trying to rip packs here.
Yeah, that's been the two major disappointments for this week. Meeting my hero, Jennings Dunker. And not meeting anybody from Panini. You know, we
dabble.
Hester and I, we dabble in the sports card game. in that world, and I was very excited. And I've actually been looking. I hadn't seen anybody walk around with a polo or a quarter zip with the Panini logo on it. Nothing.
Not one.
Like I would think they would want signage all over this place, right? You have all these kids that are about to be rookies.
Yeah.
And now I get it. You're not going to have the NFL license next year.
You're going to have
whatever.
NFL cards.
You're going to have NFL cards. And we need to ask whoever we get on the show today. Hopefully we get the rest of the LSU guys on the show today. Hopefully we get Tyron Montgomery on the show today. We need to ask them. There's rumors that they were all going to get a special one-of-one card.
Yeah.
But we haven't asked or got confirmation of that. I wouldn't be shocked if Panini just forgot to do it, I guess, at this point. They forgot to show up.
I know. Like last year, actually last couple of years when we showed up here, it was the Reese's Senior Bowl.
Oh.
All right, love some Reese's. I think we all do. We're American. But they would have bags of Reese's on the table. So in my mind, I was like,
oh, yeah.
They're not going to have like premium packs.
We're going to get some Prism.
But they're going to have some packs on the table.
Something.
Yeah.
At least some empty boxes.
Something for everybody here.
But, like, who's their director of marketing? Because they're not very good at their job. Because there's no logos anywhere in here. Like, you got all these people, you got this media people that are filming, actively creating content, and you don't have the Panini logo.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I'm sure they gave a lot of money, but it's been a disappointment from my point of view.
Did you take a picture in the Kaboom box?
I did not. Out of spite.
Protest?
Yeah, they made their marketing did do that. They made one like sit in stand and take your own Kaboom picture.
That's it though.
But it doesn't even have like a background, so you just see the stadium in the background. So you know it's not even a real.
That history should have a background, so that way like the card looks okay. Yeah, you're right, Panini.
Yeah,
you fumbled.
Yeah.
You fumbled. All right. Normally we would get the show started, but since we're here on location, we'll just tell you about our friends over at GoFlow, GoFlow IV Spa, GoFlowIV.com, GEAUX, FlowIV.com is the website. Go ahead, and if you're feeling a little under the weather, you can get that IV started, or if you just want to get ahead of it, you can go ahead and get an IV. If you just need a little boost, you can go in and get an IV right off of Jefferson there in Baton Rouge. Again, go to the website. That is GoFlowIV.com, GEAUX, FlowIV.com to book your appointment today.
Yeah, you probably need to go get that maybe immune system boost. Maybe because of this bad weather, you got a little sniffles. Yeah. Well, doesn't matter. Go get you a little Myers cocktail. Go get you some vitamin B12, some vitamin D, all the vitamins right there. Vitamize, get hydrated, straight to the veins, IV therapy. It works immediately. Feel better fast right over there at GoFlow IV.
All right, so you mentioned a receiver from John Carroll.
Yes.
That has certainly been a star of the show, Tyron Montgomery, and he has an incredible story.
Yep.
One that I only knew small details about, but you did a deep dive. You and Roger yesterday found out a lot of pretty cool information how he got here to the Senior Bowl.
So driving back from practice yesterday, so he made a splash the first day. It was the last play of practice, and he runs a go route, and he completely jumps over a kid, mossed him, whatever. Makes a great catch, a really powerful catch over a cornerback from a big school. I don't remember what big school, but it was a big school. And then before that, he had some routes. Well, it's like, all right, well, this kid, he flashed for a day, made some good plays, big whoop. Well, day 2 comes around. Crisp routes, beating people from Texas, beating for people at Ohio State, Clemson, Notre Dame. Like, he's beating everybody. And all in different routes and in one-on-ones, and then in 7-on-7 and teams, continues to make play. Caught a post route in the same fashion in day 2 that he did in day 1, where he jumped over, caught it over somebody's head. Incredible catches, incredible plays, and when you're looking for somebody to step up and turn heads, certainly this kid has done it. And then, because I was looking at the kid that caught it yesterday, he made 2 great catches, and I was like, who is this? Is that Boston College? Like, what is that? And I was like, oh, that's Tyron Montgomery. He did it again. Then he did it again. And that's when you start turning some heads, and it caught our eye. So on the drive back yesterday, all right, we got to look this up. So Landra started looking up his story, and I was like, whoa, this is incredible. So the kid's from the Woodlands, Texas, so just outside of the Houston area, went to College Park High School, and he was a top basketball player at high school. So in 2019, Tyron Montgomery attended LSU for 1 semester and walked on to the basketball team. Now, after that 1 semester, he went back home to Houston. He had some academic issues, and his mother fell ill. So he goes back home, and then just being at home, he's sitting there throwing with his brother. They're playing catch. I don't know if they're in the yard or in the street, whatever they're doing. And his brother's like, hey, dude, like, you're actually pretty good at this. So maybe you should look at football. And mind you, he's been playing basketball his whole life. Basketball started, he walked on at LSU. And so they started posting videos of himself. So he started posting videos of himself working out on Facebook. And then somebody reached out to him from a Miami-based flag football team, and he competed in a tournament in Las Vegas. And then he briefly enrolled at the University of Houston to try to walk on with the Houston Cougars, but was unsuccessful because this was like during COVID-19.
Yeah.
During the whole COVID situation. So he was unsuccessful.
Full name COVID in a long time.
COVID-19, not 20, not 21. This was just the base 19.
Yeah.
This is the OG.
Now, what did it start out as? Sorry, Squirrel. Go ahead.
Yep. One-niner. I don't know. Montgomery, then he started creating this highlight reel after this. So this is during COVID, from like his flag football days, and sent them to colleges all over the U.S., and most people were uninterested. They didn't want anything to do with him because he's never played tackle football before. Not college, not middle school, not Pee Wee, nothing. But eventually he was able to join Nicholls State University.
Yeah.
And then after sitting out the 22 season due to lacking eligibility, he appeared in 8 games during the 2023 season. For Nicholls, recorded 12 catches, 171 yards. So, okay, big whoop, whatever. Then at that point, he ran out of Division I eligibility.
Yeah, which I still don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means at all.
Yeah.
Ran out of Division I eligibility, but through some connections from his flag football days and his teammates, he was able to transfer to Division III John Carroll. And if you're in the chat right now, guess what that mascot is? Don't look it up. Guess it.
I know.
I know you do. No, you knew before me. We'll say it in a second. And then 2024 became their top wide receiver. Posted 57 receptions, 1,071 yards, 17 touchdowns. Was named first team All-Ohio Athletic Conference, and then was named Consensus Division III All-American in 2025 after 119 catches, 1,528 yards, 15 tutters. And then, fast forward a couple weeks, he got invited to the American Bowl All-Star Game a few weeks ago, and after his performance there, garnered an invitation to come to the Senior Bowl. So a man that is just walking up the ladder, right?
Yeah.
Stair-stepping his way, finding a way. So if you're out there thinking you got excuses for not doing something, this man walked on for basketball. Didn't do it. Mom fell ill academically, had to go home. Played flag football in a Vegas tournament. Sent highlights, put them on Facebook. Got to go walk on at Nicholls.
Yeah.
Had 12 catches. Ran out of eligibility. Found a way.
Crazy.
And is dominating right now.
Dominating.
Making plays that, there's other receivers, other kid from Notre Dame, the kid from USC, a lot of receivers making a lot of plays, but nobody's making the plays of this kid. 2 days in a row now.
Yeah.
2 days in a row. So what a cool story. And it ain't no accident either. He's running crisp routes, clean routes, and making contested catches, strong at the point of catch, which is fantastic. So I think every year at these All-Star games, there's always some sort of story.
Yeah,
From a small school guy coming in, making a name for himself. And this kid is certainly fitting that mold right now. So wish him the best. I don't know where his story is going to end. Hopefully we can get him on the show today and kind of ask him the question. We asked the people that are kind of in charge of bringing players over. They were like, who you want to interview today? We're like, Tyler Montgomery. And he was like, oh, okay, yeah. I don't think anybody's asked for that yet, so I'm sure he'd love to.
He said he hadn't had a lot of traction in the media part of this yet. He's getting it today.
He's getting it today, and you can go and kind of like look up the Panini Senior Bowl probably on the socials, and highlights of him are starting to make their round. So
I was shocked to see that his official height was like literally right under 6 foot.
Mm-hmm. Which is pretty good.
189 pounds. He plays bigger than that.
He really does, and it doesn't matter really how tall you are, because he's making the high catches, the high point. If you can high point the ball,
he plays much bigger than that. So I was shocked that he wasn't bigger than that, because he feels and looks and plays bigger than that. So cool story. I mean, didn't play football until much later in life, and so you start to tell yourself, there's a lot left in that tank. There's a ceiling that maybe we can get to.
Yeah.
Right? If he keeps getting better and better and better, and he's here against the best of the best, and he's out there shining. Not like making a play or two, like he's been the guy that everybody's talking about.
He's making everybody's talking about. He's made multiple big plays. And a lot of times at the things like these, like the Senior Bowl, these All-Star games, like sometimes you don't get a chance to make that head top catch. You know, sometimes you don't get that opportunity, but you have to show yourself like, I'm disciplined in my route running. I'm crisp. I'm consistent. When I do get my chance, I do make the simple play. If the hard play's doesn't present itself in practice, because there's only so many plays these kids get. The practices are not that long. But he's had the opportunity to make big plays. But even like the simple things, the little things that he's doing have been impressive as well. So it's no accident what he's doing out there. So look for him to continue to grow as he continues to play better competition.
He's
iron sharpens iron, and he's never been sharpened by any iron. He's just been.
I think he worked himself into being a drafted player.
Got to be.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't before he got here.
No.
He was at
the American Bowl.
He was a high priority undrafted free agent that teams would go up a couple of $1,000 in their signing bonus to get him.
Give you 18.
Yeah, but now I think he's gonna hear his name called. I think.
You'd have to. Yeah, and like this is. You talk about teams that are already kind of established and have good veteran core. Like this kid has never gone against the best of anywhere close to the best. And you think of how much he's improving just at the American Bowl and now here at the Senior Bowl. He's going to improve every single day.
Yep.
You put him in an NFL camp, talent is undeniable for sure. So what a cool story. And that's what these things are all about. That's what these all-star games are here for. And that's why it's not just like, it's the big schools. Big school all-star game. No, it's everybody. Yep. And he's earned his right to be here and making the most of it. So you hear these stories all the time. We love these stories. We love an underdog story. Certainly he fits that mold. So good luck to him. And nobody got it right in the chat. Jake, go ahead and tell them what the mascot for John Carroll University is.
It is the Blue Streaks.
Yep.
Obviously.
How'd y'all not get that?
I believe it's in University Heights, Ohio. I know it's in Ohio, but I believe it's in University Heights, Cleveland area. John Carroll, Division III. Don Shula.
Yeah, you got a dome.
Who else did we say yesterday? It was Don Shula, London Fletcher.
Super Chef Bobby Flay?
No, didn't see him. McDaniels.
The Cubes?
McDaniels.
Oh, Josh McDaniels. That's right.
Yeah, so those pretty good lineage there.
Not bad.
Don Shula, winningest coach in NFL history. He's pretty good.
Well, but LSU, we can claim him.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where it's not where you finish, it's where you start.
That's right. Absolutely it is. Duh.
Always said that. Very cool story. Hopefully we will get the opportunity to catch up with Tyron Montgomery. Also, still some LSU guys we'd like to catch up with. Aaron Anderson, Chris Hilton, both here at the game. We had Barryon Brown and we had Garrett Nussmeier already from the Tigers. So a couple more Tigers here in Mobile, and hopefully we can catch up with both of those guys here at some point today. All right, we will step away. When we come back, continue talking about maybe some winners, some things that have, been on the forefront here, some players that have stood out here in the Senior Bowl, some different things.
LSU guys, kind of break down their performance. Chris Hilton, first time.
Yeah, straight off the plane.
Straight off the plane yesterday.
Literally. We'll have that for you when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, Go Tommies.
Go. Tommy.
G-E-A-U-X. Tommy's with a Y.com. Tommy's Windows, Doors, and also Siding. They are award-winning over at Tommy's Windows because, look, you stack awards year after year after year, and you do it with incredible work, and you also do it with incredible customer service. That's why in the Advocate this year, Best Windows, it went to Tommy's Windows, Doors, and Siding. So go check out what they can do for you. But always remember, even if you don't see it on the website, Tommy and the team can come out and they can customize your job. Also, they can do gutters as well, something we don't talk a lot about, but it is certainly a service that they offer. So go check it all out, again, on their website. That's gotommys.com.
Yeah, go to gotommys.com. If you have a project happening and you need, obviously, windows, doors, or siding, maybe it's a brand new build, maybe it's a renovation, maybe you just have to replace what you already have. Make sure you're going to give Tommy's a call. Like, I know you're going to get some prices. You're going to talk to some different people about the job, and make sure you do it so they can prove to you that it's not just lip service. It's not just like a marketing ad. Like, they have awards to back it up. They're the best in the business every single year. So go check them out. GoTommys.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Who bears the standard? Who sets the bar? It's not those satisfied by low-hanging fruit or by taking it easy. Now the standard is set by the best of us, by those who work hard. Dig deeper. Give more. At Sunshine, we're proud to provide John Deere products that work hard for you, the standard bearers. Find the dealer nearest you at sunequip.com.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even JB could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of JB Falgu.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around the clock.
Welcome back to Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, live from the 2026 Panini Senior Bowl in Mobile, presented by First American Bank and Trust.
All right, and welcome back in. It is OTB. Flynn's got a little spring in his step. It's almost like he feels like he can go back out there on the football field this week. But if he's going to try to make a comeback, he probably needs to go see our friends over at Rejuvenate Medical. The only chance that he has in being able to go out there and spin it again.
Yeah, it's the only shot I got. And you know that I would start by going to rejuvenemedical.com.
Yeah,
and maybe calling them and booking just some initial blood work, some initial panels. If you call them and schedule ahead of time, get a little discount as well on that initial blood work. See what's happening if you're male or female. If you got some energy issues, some drive issues, man, there's a fix for that. Okay, so Rejuvenate Medical is Louisiana's leader in hormone replacement therapy for over 10 years. So they are the experts. So like, if you want to go do it with the experts. Do it. Everything is supervised medically, and is done for a reason. And they are truly the best. So look better, feel better, live life better. Don't settle for that mediocrity. Go check them out. rejuvenemedical.com.
All right, we mentioned that the LSU guys, obviously you've got now 4 players. To start out with 5, you had A.J. Halsey, Jack Pyburn had to pull out of the game with injury, but then you added one with Chris Hilton, who was coming over from the East-West Shrine game. So you do have a total of 4 Tigers. We've caught up with 2 of those Tigers here on the show. Hopefully we can catch up with Aaron Anderson and Chris Hilton at some point here today. But a cool thing about when you look up on the board, and they got all the analytics, top speed guys. It was Chris Hilton and it was Barryon Brown were number 1 and 3, I believe. And so I did give Barryon Brown a hard time yesterday after practice. I was like, man, you told us yesterday that, you were the fastest of the group. But I look up on that board and I see Chris Hilton's name above yours. And so he started going kind of all in on, why that happened. He's like, fresh legs. Like,
fresh legs.
He just played in another game.
That's fine. Yeah, so Chris Hilton getting the invite, getting the last minute invite because of his performance at the East-West game. So, yeah, 2 nights ago was playing in the game. The next day, on a plane to Mobile, fresh off the plane.
Yeah, landed at 10:30 and practice started at 1.
Yeah, you better go ahead and carry on your helmet and shoulder pads because you don't have time to check them and wait.
Yeah.
Carry them on. Gets straight off the plane to the stadium, throw a jersey on, and let's get out there. And you could tell they were trying to get him. They didn't want to throw him in there too much because he just had played a game the night before. He was fresh off the plane. So they had him, of course, do warm-ups, do individual drills, and then they had him do the one live-ish period they had him do was 2 versus 2, 2-on-2 route combinations.
Yeah.
And the dude is fast.
Yeah.
They couldn't. There was nobody that could cover him in that. And I think he ran. He separated
so quick.
And he's one of these. I've never really watched him just like watching all right, let me just see this kid's skill set. I've watched him on an 11-on-11 football field, but I've never just singled him out and watched him.
Right.
Kid is one of these deceptively fast guys because he's got a long stride and a really smooth runner. So he doesn't. He's moving fast, and he doesn't look like he's going fast.
Right.
So from a body language standpoint, as a defensive back, you have to kind of get used to that because when you're covering, your job is to match the receiver, what he's doing, whether he's running slow or fast. And so when you see a guy that's running so smooth and effortlessly, you tend to give the same amount of effort as that you're seeing because you're supposed to match it. But you're like, oh, he's not giving effort and he's going way faster than me. Nobody could keep up with him yesterday. Now, he didn't. I don't think they completed anything. He ran they were running all these stat combinations. So he released and runs down the sideline, and he got his guy cooked by 3 yards. The quarterback, they weren't ready for it. He underthrew it. But the other, he was open every single time. So I look to see him. I can't wait to see how he does. Got to give him a little bit more. He didn't do 1-on-1s. He did not do 7-on-7s. Didn't do any team because, again, he had just got there.
Yeah, they had a coach that was every time trying to obviously show him the plays and different things. Try to catch because the other guys had a 3-day head start on the playbook.
Mm-hmm.
So
if
he gets into the right offense, and I know, look, as LSU fans, everybody was excited. Chris Hilton went to media day. We were all wanting to see what we saw at the end of the season before. Remember, against Oklahoma, against Baylor in the bowl game, we're like, oh, my gosh, this is the Chris Hilton that we have been waiting on because it all paired up. He got healthy, and then you had the plays that were actually pushing the ball down the field. You didn't have that this year. I mean, every throw was 5 yards or less. Some were -5. Just that's what the offense was. But that is a player that is going to have every opportunity to make an NFL roster. And if he gets with the right team, with the right quarterback that's looking to stretch the ball down the field, and he played special teams at LSU too, so he's got a history of that. I think Chris Hilton's going to be a professional football player next year on a 53-man roster, not a practice squad guy.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, he has got the skill set, certainly. He looks the part. He's fast. I think at LSU, we all would like for him to be a little bit better at the point of catch, a little bit stronger contested catches. I think that's one thing that he can certainly work on. But, how do we really know after this past season? Didn't really have the opportunities, right? But just like every single one of these kids that is at the Senior Bowl, unless you're a first-round guy, maybe some in the second round, it's all about getting in the right situation. When I was playing, I saw so many really good players not ever make it. Then I saw some players that weren't very good, and they did make it. It's just all about timing. It's all about situation. It's all about if you get into the right system that highlights your skill set and allows your skill set to play the way it should. So we just got to wish the best for these kids that they get in these situations. But he certainly is a guy that you put him out one-on-ones, he's going to impress by just his physical skill set. But he's got to make the plays when they're presented to him on these contested catches. So that's why this week, the next couple days, this practice and the game on Saturday, when the ball's in the air, you got to go make the play.
Yep, he's got a great opportunity to go to impress some players on his team, obviously, with being able to come straight off the plane, but also every NFL team here, all 32 teams are probably going to be looking at a guy like that because you can't teach the kind of speed that Chris Hilton has. So looking forward to seeing what he can do on Saturday during the game. Aaron Anderson, another player that we hadn't had a chance to really talk about very often, somebody that I know, Matt, you've been a big fan of. You were hoping he could stay healthy, obviously, and you thought maybe once he got into a situation like this because of his football IQ that would stand out. Have you seen anything from Aaron Anderson?
Aaron hadn't really had the opportunity in any of the main periods to make a play. So all of his highlights have come on one-on-one route running, his individual work. The ball, I don't think the ball – well, okay, I take that back. Last play of practice yesterday, Nussmeier hit him over the middle for about 15 yards.
Wait.
Over the middle. Like, look.
Two LSU people.
Look, I know what you're saying.
Hit a play in the middle of the field.
I know what you're saying. Matt, you are full of poo because there's no way you can complete a pass over the middle of the field. Well, there is, and they did it yesterday.
All right.
And it was fun to watch. Aaron, he's looked very good. He's the guy that we know. He's like a water bug out there, man. It's hard to keep up with him. He does great body control.
Yeah.
You don't know which way he's going to go when he gets to the top of a route.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, DB has to hesitate a little bit and make a break. He just hasn't. The plays that they're running, and y'all have to understand, when 7-on-7 goes, there's 15 7-on-7 plays.
Yeah.
There's 15 team situations and like team first down. There's 15 on another team. So there's like 45 plays total.
Yeah.
Half of them, half of the team plays are running plays.
Yeah.
It's just like the rotation. And so you're rotating with all these other receivers. So the receivers are rotating in about once every 3 to maybe 4 plays. And it's luck of the draw. A lot of the times when Aaron's been in there, bad luck is just running. It's like a running play.
Yeah.
He's running like he's having a block or whatever. So
I even saw him one. He was lined up kind of like almost like an offset tight end type of position. So he's right on the hip of the tackle on the left side, like in a 2-point stance. And they snap the ball, and he goes backside all the way around to lead on the safety on the backside. Kind of like selling like you're cutting off a zone run. Then you go up to the next level. I was like, I don't know that Aaron Anderson's ever done that in his career.
He's never been. They've all. And you have to. This is the place where you have to do a nice job on everything you do. Ton of effort by Aaron Anderson. Ton of effort I'm seeing given by Barryon Brown, who's looking fast.
Barryon Brown had. So again, there's all these analytics that they have here, and Barryon Brown had the most yards traveled by like 500 yards the second day of practice. He had traveled like 5,490 yards.
Well, every time he catches a punt, like even if it's not in the punt drill, like the actual live punt drill, they're just catching punts for warm-up, he runs the full length of the field as fast as he can. Shows speed.
Look, if you got it, flaunt it.
Yeah, if you got it, buddy, I'm telling you.
Why would you not?
Yeah,
there was one, they were doing like this, very basic punt drill where it was really for the gunners to go out and save it before it goes into the end zone. They want to save it on the 1. Well, one of the gunners hits it back into the field of play, and Barryon Brown, he was the returner on the rep. He goes over there, grabs it, and then ran the whole length of the field. Like, there's not even mean by trying to.
He's trying to get his name on that scoreboard.
No doubt, and he did. He certainly did. All right, we will step away. We've got much more OTB coming your way. Right now, we've got a ton of scouts and coaches coming into the convention center. The players are starting to come in as they've got their early meetings. And so, again, our hope is that we can bring you a couple more LSU guys. Tyron Montgomery from John Carroll is somebody we'd love to have a conversation with. And we'll have all that for you when we come back. This is our continued coverage of the Panini Senior Bowl, brought to you by First American Bank and Trust.
Off the bench.
All right, go to boudreauxelectrical.com. When you go to the website, you can check out the free Generac quote right there, top right corner of the website. They also got the Boudreaux Boost. Better care, better service, new customer one-time service. Visit exclusive maintenance offer for Generac generators. Air-cooled generators, $199. Liquid-cooled generators, $299. You can claim that boost right there on the homepage. It's more power, it's more protection. In the 985-397-1562, in the 225-300-9389, boudreauxelectrical.com.
That's right, Boudreaux's Electrical, boudreauxelectrical.com. Whole home generators, y'all. Keep that power all year long, no matter what the weather is. And we all know it. We've seen it around the country. People suffering right now with no power all over the country. And if you have a Boudreaux's Electrical whole home generator, people probably treating you a little different around that neighborhood. You got the lights on and everybody's lights are off. Make sure you have that peace of mind. If you've been thinking about it, go to boudreauxelectrical.com. Click that big red button at the top. Request a free generator quote. Get the process started. No need to keep on waiting. Go check them out, boudreauxelectrical.com.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient. And the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs, set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free, confidential help now.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. If you're battling an insurance company because of a wreck not your fault and they're not calling you back or being fair, whether you hire us at all, give us a call, 272-5555, or email Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. You have nothing to lose.
Hello, I'm Collins Meredith. If you've been injured on the job, you likely have a workers' compensation claim, but you may also have a tort claim which opens up significant recovery rights not normally available for a work injury. If this is you, call us or come see us at Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates.
South Louisiana, it's turnaround season, and River Parish Contractors is calling in the best of the best. We're hiring pipe fitters, iron workers, boiler makers, combo and structural welders, rig welders, carpenters, crane operators, dirt operators, and more. If you're ready to work, ready to earn, and ready to build something that lasts, call Big Jake at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
This new year, Hood Dental wants you smiling bigger and healthier than ever. New patients can get a healthy gums cleaning for just $89, plus a free exam and full mouth x-rays, a $376 value. With over 3,000 5-star Google reviews, 5 local locations, and easy online scheduling with same-day care, Hood Dental makes it simple to get started. And for January only, save 15% up to $150 on restorative treatment. Schedule today at hooddentalcare.com.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact
Gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, 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 I'm a rocket man.
Now, back to Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, live from the 2026 Panini Senior Bowl in Mobile, presented by First American Bank and Trust.
All right, welcome back in OTB. We got to get like 15 minutes off script to be able to catch up with Joel Thomas, who's the acting head coach out here for the American squad, New Orleans Saints running back coach. He told us he listened to the show. Shout out, friend of the show. We appreciate that, my guy.
Deal.
But I just want to talk ball with him. He wants to sit here. I think he wants to talk football with us.
I know. He came by during break that time at least.
Yeah, that's true.
Uh-huh.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I remember. So he, let's see. Yeah, he was running backs coach when I was there, the Saints.
Yeah.
Been there a long time. Where else has he been?
I want to say, was it the Giants? Maybe. We'll look it up. There's the internet. There's this whole deal.
Mm-hmm.
And you can look it up. Actually, you're really good at that. Your friend's really good at it. And I'll tell the people about Pelican Roofing. When it comes to protecting your home or business, your roof matters, and that's where Pelican Roofing comes in. Pelican Roofing is locally owned, known for quality workmanship, dependable service, and doing the job the right way. So whether you need to have a full roof replacement, a repair, professional inspection, their team brings experience and attention to detail to every project. They show up on time, communicate clearly, and stand behind their work. If you're thinking about your roof, don't wait. Visit pelicanroof.com to learn more. That's Pelican Roofing, protecting what matters most.
All right, Joel Thomas. He was a former standout running back at Idaho, where he was
he played with Doug Nussmeier.
Where he was inducted into their athletic Hall of Fame.
Oh, shout out.
No big deal. He coached at Louisville, coached at Idaho, coached at Purdue, Washington,
Purdue,
Arkansas.
He coached at Purdue.
Let's see. It was with the Saints from 2015 to 23, and then with the Giants for a year.
Okay, I knew there was a Giant stop somewhere.
And then went back to the Saints this past year. This past season.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, he can't leave the Saints.
He was funny because he's, first time like probably being the head coach, and so he's talking about how he had to like bring everybody up at practice yesterday because there was an interception early on in practice, and being an offensive guy, he was like, no. He's like, wait a minute. I got to go celebrate with them. I got to celebrate with the defense.
Woo.
All right, okay.
Yeah, he pointed to me and said, yeah, you struggle with that. I was like, yeah, I never cheer for the defense. They're turds.
Yeah.
It's all offense here.
Oh, defense stinks.
You suck. I do. Like, I can tell he wants to talk ball with us. We got to have him on the show. He's a friend of the show. He's a P1.
I mean, he seems kind of desperate to be on the show a little bit, don't you think?
Well, I think he appreciates our football knowledge. That's what it feels like. He's around these college guys who kind of get it, but not really get it.
Yeah, so true. So true. He's a good dude, man. Great dude, great coach.
Very much so. Yeah, excited to have him with this opportunity here in Mobile.
Yeah.
So,
and you got to think about, like, these coaches have an opportunity as well to,
for sure.
like, to kind of show their chops
for
a little
Scott Tolzien, like, Scott's going to be an OC one day.
Yeah.
And this is like an opportunity for him to show that he can put a game plan together, a first 15 together, third and 8 together. All like this is Scott's opportunity. Yeah, for sure. And it might not happen next year, but it's a foot in the door to show that he can do it at this level.
Yeah, and it's good experience for him as well. So, I've been watching Scott at practice, and I'm telling you, he's a very, very good coach.
Yeah.
You never know how coaches are going to make that stair step if they'd be good head coaches or whatever. But I can tell you, Scott's a very good football coach, very good quarterback coach and offensive coach. So you never know about the head coach and stuff. You never know. But yeah, they're really good opportunity for these coaches as well as these players and people making the most of it. And we'll keep talking about those people making the most of it. We need to talk a little bit quarterbacks as well, a little nuss bus action. Crushing it.
And we will do that when we come back here. Hour number 2 of OTB coming right back your way live from Mobile, Alabama.
Off the bench.
All right, if you're looking for an industrial construction partner you can trust in Baton Rouge, look no further than Pala. Pala specializes in industrial construction and development, bringing experience, precision, and accountability to every single project they take on. So from planning to execution, they focus on safety, efficiency, and getting the job done right the first time. Whether it's large-scale industrial build or a complex construction project, Pala has the expertise to deliver. You can learn more at palagroup.com. That is Pala Group, building with purpose right here in Baton Rouge.
That's right. In Louisiana, we know what hard work looks like, and nobody represents that spirit better than Pala Industrial Contractors for over 50 years. Building with confidence, from steel fabrication, precision piping, helical piles, tanks, vessels, industrial construction, and maintenance. Pala delivers results you can trust. When safety and quality, reliability matter, make sure you choose Pala, because at Pala, it's more than construction. It's about the people, employee-owned, relationship-driven. Visit palagroup.com.
I'm Mitchell Meredith with Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. We take great pride in educating our clients about their rights. Whether you're injured at work or while you drive, call our office at 272-5555. Knowledge is power, and you should know your rights after an injury.
Hi, I'm Sean Fagan of Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. When insurance companies have been unfair, we've never been afraid to go to trial. Fighting hard to protect your rights, we never settle a case out of convenience. We only settle when it's right for you. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call.
Most roofers just replace your shingles. At Pelican, we diagnose your roof, digging deep down to find the root cause of your roof symptoms. Now cough for me? Good. We don't ignore your roof's issues, we address them. Let's just take care of this right here, helping your roof to become the best version of itself. Interesting that you would say that. How does that make you feel? So call Pelican Roofing for your free roof checkup today.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
Good morning. It's 8 a.m. here on Thursday, January 29th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 59. In hour two of today's show, we'll talk about the quarterbacks at the Senior Bowl. Matt Flynn breaks down all 6 of them, tells you who has performed the best out of that group. A little bit later on in the show, we'll have our Munchie segment with LSU Executive Chef Michael Johnson. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN. And watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 2 of Off the Bench, live from Mobile, Alabama at the Panini Senior Bowl, brought to you by First American Bank and Trust, starts now.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane studio.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Panini Senior Bowl. Our coverage brought to you by First American Bank and Trust. And we are very excited to have Tyra Montgomery join us now, receiver from John Carroll, somebody we've talked about all morning long. And Tyra, man, first off, before we get to your story, which is it's an incredible story, congratulations, man, so far on performing here at the Senior Bowl. And, man, I played in this game 18 years ago, so a long time ago, but I still remember the pressure of being here playing in this game, man, and you have certainly risen to the top the first 2 days.
Yeah.
Has it been exciting, nerve-wracking? Like, how has this experience been for you coming from John Carroll?
I wouldn't say nervous is the right word. I think more anxious.
Yeah.
You know, coming from a D3 school, I think I just want to show the scouts and show all the guys that, you know, just because I'm a D3 guy doesn't mean I'm a D3 player, and I just want to show that I can hang with the best of them, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Tyra, so yesterday after practice, so you made some great plays the first day. And I was like, all right, cool, making some great plays. Then come out the second day, you do the same thing. And I'm sitting there and I'm watching. Of course, you're making like the big plays that everybody kind of sees and that are kind of making the rounds right now. But I watched you yesterday, route running, crisp route running, everything, like all the little things. Even when you didn't get the ball, it looked really good. So I'm like, afterwards, I'm like, all right, let's look up this guy's story. Like, where is he from? Like, where is John Carroll? Like, you know, this is. And so we started looking up the story. And so, we're ESPN in Baton Rouge. So and I was like, man, this guy's got some. He's from the Woodlands. He's from the Houston area. And then I started looking up the story, and it's an incredible story. And so we kind of told our listeners in Louisiana kind of about the story of how you made it to John Carroll and how you made it to the Senior Bowl.
Right.
And it all started with basketball, right?
Yeah.
So you're a basketball player, no football.
No football at all.
That's right. And so you grew up in around the Woodlands area, and you actually were at LSU for a semester.
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
And so you were walking on basketball team.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what year was that?
2019.
2019. Fantastic. And so
pretty good year for LSU.
Yeah, football-wise, right?
Football-wise, yeah.
That's awesome. And so how did the whole, all right, basketball's been my life. I'm good at basketball. I'm trying to do this and that. You leave LSU and you go back home. And then all of a sudden you decide, hey, let's just try a new sport.
Yeah.
How'd that come about?
So the reason why I had to go back home was my mother got sick.
Okay.
So I had to come home. And, you know, it was around the COVID era. So a lot of stuff was shut down, and the vision for basketball was no longer it. So I was just going to try to get a job and just try to find my way in life. And, you know, with COVID, you couldn't even do that. So then one day, me and my brother, we was in the backyard throwing the football around. He was like, look, bro, you might as well do this. You ain't got nothing else to do with your life. So I'm like, I mean, I guess why not? So then I started, like, working out, running routes with my brother. He taught me how to run. My first ever route which was a slant route. I didn't know how to do any of that stuff at the time. So then I ended up enrolling into the University of Houston. I tried to walk on there, but, you know, around COVID time, a lot of guys got that COVID year, so they came back.
Right.
So they told me there was no more roster spots available for me. So then I was like, well, I got to figure out a way of how, you know, I can get some tape, because I don't have any high school tape to get on the college roster. So then I ended up uploading some routes on air onto Facebook, and there was a guy named Eddie Franca who has a flag football team out of Miami, Florida. He was like, look, bro, we got a tournament in Vegas. You might as well come out. Let's see what you got. So I went out there. I did my thing, and I ended up getting the opportunity to be on the Olympics for flag football.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But they told me if I were to do that, I would lose all my college eligibility.
Oh, yeah, right.
And I was like, you know, my goal wasn't to play flag football, like play college football. So then Eddie Franca actually knew a guy named Deuce Schwartz. Deuce Schwartz is the offensive quality control coach for the 49ers.
Right.
And at the time, he was at Mizzou. So I formed like a highlight tape together of my flag football clips. Eddie helped me get it to Deuce, and Deuce sent it to like Mizzou and a couple other schools, and a lot of schools were all interested in me, but the only thing was that I never put on shoulder pads a day in my life.
Right, yeah, you put out some flags and that's about it.
Yeah, so it made sense, it was valid. So
Right.
then my film ended up getting into Nicholls State, and that was my first school I was at in 2022. So they took the chance for me. I walked on there. The first year I was there, I was ineligible because I switched my major like 4 or 5 times in school.
Right.
And I didn't have enough credits towards a designated major. So 2023 year came around, still a walk-on. I was a starter at the beginning of the season. I ended up missing the game because I had an ankle injury. I had sprained my right ankle. So once I came back, I kind of just lost my spot. Like, you know how that goes.
Yeah.
So then I had to figure out what to do. So I entered the transfer portal, and the NCAA told me that I had no more D1 eligibility left. So I was like, well, you know, I kind of got to go down. I only had D2, D3 years left.
Right.
So then
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, I didn't know that was
like,
possible.
I didn't even know that was like something you only had so many in this, but you could go down.
Yeah, and they said that because since I enrolled into college, my clock has started. And I've always been a full-time student.
Gotcha.
Right.
So then Eddie, the same guy who ran the flag football team, knew my head coach, Jeff Behrman, who's now the head coach for Bucknell at John Carroll.
Yeah.
And Coach B hit me up and was like, look, Ty, like, we love your film. Like, within the first 30 seconds, he knew, like, you know, he wanted me as a player. And I don't know if people know this, but John Carroll has over 40-plus alums in the NFL.
Yeah, we were going down the list. Don Shula, London Fletcher. I played against London. He was a dog. I mean, you had incredible
Did you have to do like Gus, though, when you started talking to him, like, all right, we got to Google this. We got to see where John Carroll is.
I started Googling it, and, you know, a lot of people don't know about that school, and I saw, like, Nick Casario, Frank Ross. It's like people down the street that's John Carroll alums, and then they play with my head coach as well. You know, Brian Polian is my AD, who is now the new
head coach.
Yeah,
he was the
head
LSU
coach
for
now.
a little bit.
Yeah. So then he sold me on that, and then after that, I'm like, shoot, I'm going to John Carroll. You know, he can help me get to the NFL.
That's right.
Then the rest was history after that.
Yeah, how was that going up to Ohio? It's in the Cleveland area, right?
Yeah. You know, it's beautiful. It's just too cold. You know, coming from Houston, going to Cleveland, that's just a big weather shocker for me. But, I mean, other than that, you know, I had a great time up there, and, you know, it just was a blessing to my coaches to, you know, take the chance on me and let me, like, mess up to learn the game. You know, I really had to get my feet wet, and I think once they let me do that, it just.
And you were there for 2 years, right?
Yeah, I was there for 2 years. Yeah.
Man,
so like we've seen the NFL basketball players that were college basketball players that never really played that go and have success in the NFL. Well, you've kind of been playing now. You've been playing football. How was it like the first time you put that helmet on, that shoulder pads? You know, you said your brother taught you how to run a slant route in the yard. You know what I mean? Like that had to been like a steep learning curve because it's, you know, even the basketball players in college that have gone to play in the NFL, at least they played high school ball. You know what I mean? But like first time out. Like how was it? Like were you able? Like how was your coach? Did you have any coaches that were just like, this guy was like a catalyst for me to like learn the position?
Well, first off, when I first put on shoulder pads, I remember I was in the locker room and I had asked the guys, like, how do I get my arm
Where's
in here?
the strap?
Yeah, like, how do I put the strap? You know, I got a few trainers that helped me along the way. A Footwork King, he's actually a football trainer out in Houston, Texas. And then there's another trainer named Tim Boutte with 369 Sports and Fitness. He helped me along the way. But as far as in, like, releases and stuff like that, I kind of just, when I got to Nichols, they used to call me YouTube because a lot of the stuff I picked up was off of YouTube. Now, as far as in like learning the smarts of the games, my receiver coaches along the way, my head coaches, I used to send them like text messages 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, just asking them like, you know, how do I learn this route concept? Or I'll watch old spring clips of people that it wasn't even me, it was just other players in the past, and just will learn from their mistakes and just, you know, take what they did right and take what they did wrong and apply it to my game. So, you know, I knew what to do once I got in the game. So I think just over time, I think applying myself and using the resources around me, because that's one thing I didn't do in basketball. I always kind of just let my athleticism get by. And I think once I failed in basketball, I knew exactly what to do correctly once I got to football. Like I had to use, you know, the people around me that were willing to help me. So I think that's just what helped me overall.
So you went to another All-Star game, correct? You went to the American Bowl, and that's how they heard about you. I think Drew Fabianich was telling us this story that he started getting calls. Hey, Drew, like you've got to have this guy down in Mobile. Look, I know he played Division III, but just trust me, you got to have him down here. So for you go to that game, you probably think that that's it, and you're just going to continue to get ready for the draft, and probably didn't think you'd end up here in Mobile.
Yeah. So, I mean, shout out to Coach Scott Phillips first because you know he's the director at the American Bowl. So I just want to thank him for letting me come out there and do my thing. You know, once that happened, I'm a big like journalist guy. I like to manifest and put all my goals and stuff into my journal, and I write it as if it already happened. So I think the main thing for me was like I just believed in myself. I went out there and did my thing. And I remember the morning of the American Bowl game, Coach Scott called me and was like, "Hey, you ready to catch some pass for me today?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "All right, good, because you just got an invite to the Senior Bowl." And I was like, "Oh, like you know, my heart dropped for a little bit." I was like, "Okay, like everything I've been asking for is really happening." So. You know, it's a blessing that I'm here. I mean, I want to thank Coach Drew for, you know, letting me come here and just showing my abilities and showing, you know, everybody that, you know, I can hang with the best of them, even though I've just been playing for 2.5 years. So.
You know the old saying, iron sharpens iron, right? Yeah. So you're getting a chance to sharpen your skills and learn different release techniques, getting in and out of break techniques against the best of the best, right? Like, you can't get any better than this competition right here.
Right.
How do you think you've improved, you know, through the American Bowl and then this week? It's going against the best. You got one thing to do. Like, there's only one option. You get better or you get beat, right? So it's like, have you, what you've seen this week, do you see yourself improving already?
Yeah, I see myself improving big time. You know, coming from Division III, you don't really see press man coverage at all. Especially with me, I got a lot of cloud coverage or three-man coverage.
off
They backed off me. So coming out here, it was like I won some reps, I lost some reps, but the reps that I've really learned the most from the reps that I lost, because it's like, okay, I know exactly what to do next time, or when I go back home, I know what part of my games I need to clean up. It's just I haven't really been able to test like my releases against man coverage and stuff like that because, like, you know, I don't see that at all the 2 years I've been playing in John Carroll. So, you know, I just been, you know, not beating myself up about it. You know, these guys are talented as well, and I just, you know, I got to take it for what it is and just keep improving my game, keep elevating.
What have the meetings been like for you? All 32 teams are here, and so, you know, obviously they want to get to know you, and I'm sure you've had to tell your story a couple of times here before. But like, what's some of the feedback that you've gotten maybe from some of the coaches after being here a couple of days and doing really well?
That we all bleed red, like, you know, we all the same. Like, just because I'm Division III, don't look at it like, you know, oh, this guy's from SEC or he's from ACC, and like just look at it like, you know, that's just another player across from you that just wearing a different color helmet. So, you know, the main thing at first, before we even started practices, was that the coaches just wanted to see, like, I guess how I was going to compete, like, you know, if I was going to hold my own. And I feel like so far, you know, I've been doing that, you know, so, you know, I just been trying to be a man of my word.
Well, certainly keep learning from the bad reps, because that's how you get better, and keep making the plays that are there. And I love what you said about you like writing things down. You like the power of the mind, so like the power of believing. And so what's your journal says next for you?
So I had 3 steps. Once I got the American Bowl invite, it was the American Bowl, the Senior Bowl, and then the Combine. So, you know, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, you know, I'm just get ready for Pro Day and just get ready for the draft and get ready for the next chapter in life.
Yeah, well, I think from what we've seen, get ready to put on an NFL helmet.
Yeah, man, congratulations on not only just like getting here, but getting here and then performing really well. And I know you still got a practice today. I know you want to go out there and do the same thing. You got a game coming up on Saturday, so you've got room to continue to build that resume. But so far, man, you've done everything you've got to do to impress all 32 teams here. So congratulations on that.
Thank you so much. Thank you,
man. Thank you. Thank you.
Tyron Montgomery, good enough to join us here.
Yeah, good luck.
Again,
Keep it up, man.
from John Carroll. Great story. Great story. All right, we will take a break. More OTB when we come back here live from the Panini Senior Bowl.
Off the bench.
All right, go to getgordon.com today. Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. When you go to the website, remember you can have a chat with a live agent right there on the homepage. And you can check out cases that they can handle for you in the courtroom. Past client results already that they've done in Louisiana. If you want to find them on social media, remember it is at Get Gordon. That is always going to be the handle on Facebook, on Instagram, on X. And you can check out like what they're doing in the local communities. Also, you can check out what they're doing with the G team. A lot of new members I would expect coming here pretty soon on that G team. And remember, anywhere in Louisiana, if you want to pick up the phone, give them a call. It is very easy. All you have to do, no matter where you're listening to us in Louisiana, put your area code followed by the 8s. It's 888-8888. In Shreveport, Monroe, Alexandria, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Houma, Lafayette, it does not matter. Put your area code followed by the 8s. Get Gordon and get it done.
Lock Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates has won for our clients over $175 million over the decades. But our greatest success is our clients who have chosen and trusted us to help them. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call. You've got nothing to lose.
Hi, I'm Sean Fagan. If you get injured, you could be staring at medical bills, repair costs, and lost income. Life can be turned upside down. At Lock Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, we'll work to turn your world right side up. Hire us, and like thousands of our clients, you'll be glad you did.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgout.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs. Set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free confidential help now.
Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, live from the 2026 Panini Senior Bowl in Mobile, presented by First American Bank and Trust.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB. I want to remind you about our friends over at Ochsner. If you're looking for a fresh start this spring, Ochsner Eat Fit is bringing back alcohol-free for 40, a simple 40-day reset designed to help you sleep better, boost your energy, and feel your best. This isn't about giving up anything forever. It's about seeing how your body responds when you take a break and let it recharge. When you sign up, you'll get access to pre- and post-challenge metrics like body composition and blood pressure, so you can actually see the changes over 40 days. Participants often report better sleep, clearer skin, more focus, and brighter moods. Sometimes in just the first couple of weeks. Registration is now open, and you can learn more and sign up at alcoholfreefor40.com and hit reset with Ochsner Eat Fit. That was pretty fun. Tyron Montgomery, John Carroll, Division III receiver with an incredible story that started at LSU.
And it started at LSU. If you are just tuning in and you missed the interview we just had with Tyron Montgomery, I would do yourself a favor and go watch it. You can like fast forward through our voices if you want. Just go listen to him speak and tell his story. You talk about perseverance and the power of the mind and the power of your mindset and belief and painting a picture in your head of a goal and not just taking like the easy road and like what's right in front of you. He had a goal in mind when he first decided to go the football route. How incredible was it? We were just talking about this at break. The kid was offered to go be on the Olympic team for flag football.
Yeah.
The Olympic team. He had never played tackle football in his life. And he just started by playing catch with his brother. All of a sudden, he's getting told no because of COVID. You can't. There's no roster spots, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. You've never played tackle football. Like, why would we make a roster spot for you?
Right.
And he gets offered to play on the Olympic flag football team.
Which, like, the Olympics is every kid's dream.
And guess what? He turned him down.
Yeah, because he said that would mess up my eligibility.
Because you're not eligible anymore.
You probably would be now.
Right.
But back then in 2021,
yeah,
that was.
He said, no, that's not where I want to go with this. I want to go to a place that everybody's telling me no right now. But anyway, you can check out that interview on our socials on YouTube. It was great, and we're cheering for him. Hard not to cheer for that guy.
I am rooting for him no matter where he goes, even the Raiders. How about that? Even the Raiders, I'd root for that guy.
I would too.
Man, what a great story. Great young man. I love the journal stuff, and great question by you. He's like, I write down my goals even before they happen, and like things that I am saying are going to happen. Like American Bowl, Senior Bowl, Combine. Not many people get the invite from the American Bowl to the Senior Bowl. East-West Shrine game, yeah, sure, that happens all the time. The American Bowl, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what the hell the American Bowl is.
Never heard of it.
I know the Hula Bowl, and I know East-West Shrine. I don't even know if the Hula Bowl's a thing anymore. You're right. I ain't never heard of the American Bowl.
I wonder what we got to look at what the American Bowl is.
He goes out there and then gets an invite because Drew Fabianis, I don't know if you remember, Matt, but on Monday he told us like about the guy that's like, hey, yeah, they kept telling me you got to have this guy in Mobile, but obviously we didn't know who it was at the time. Fast forward here on Thursday, we definitely know who it is. So it's a great story. It's a great example of betting on yourself, not giving up, not taking no for an answer, and believing that you are the person you think you can be. And remarkable story because he is out here cooking DBs that are Power 4 DBs, guys that are going to hear their name in April's draft in Pittsburgh. And hopefully he gets that Combine invite. Hopefully they don't overthink it and they give him an opportunity to go shine on that stage.
Yeah, I think he'll be there.
I hope so. You know, sometimes the NFL and the Combine invites are.
Yeah, and again, like, look, everybody can make a play. Everybody can make a highlight film and look good. Like any quarterback can make a highlight film, no matter what your age is, and look like Joe Montana for a few plays. Yeah. So like the kid can go. You can go make a play.
Yeah.
At the Senior Bowl, but to consistently do it. Right. To consistently be the one that. The play you make is the one that everybody on your team loses their mind and starts dancing.
He had 2 of those in a row yesterday.
Yeah, 2 of them.
To end practice.
After having it the first day as well.
Yeah.
But it's just not that. It's not a fluke. It's the route running. It's the consistency. And how many 22-year-olds, I don't know how old he is, 23, 24, whatever he is, how many have that mindset of just what he's doing? So good for him. Wish him luck.
Yeah, and you said it, and it's a good point. Like Antonio Gates played high school football. Antonio Gates was recruited by Coach Saban to play at Michigan State. He actually signed with him. Jimmy Graham played high school football. Like all these guys played high school football. They knew how to put the pads on. They knew he's like, hey, there's like straps and I got to buckle this
so
up.
funny.
Like,
at Nichols, he's like had to ask people on the team how to put the shoulder pads on.
He's over there YouTube.
Like, where's my arm going?
Shoulder pads. So like completely different story than even those guys.
That's right. And that's the other thing. He said his nickname at Nichols, I believe, was YouTube. Yeah. Because he was YouTubing releases and YouTubing like tops of routes and how to put pads on. That was the nickname.
Man, very cool, very cool. Rooting for Tyron Montgomery to get that Combine invite. And like Matt said, I hope he truly gets that opportunity to go to Indy and, showcase what he can do there. I don't even know. I don't know how he would test, but he deserves to at least have the opportunity to go out there and do that. And hope he finds his way. I think he for sure gets into a camp. Hope he finds his way to hearing his name in the April draft coming up in Pittsburgh. So very cool story. Certainly somebody that's been a standout here at the Senior Bowl. I mean, walk-on LSU basketball player to walk-on player at Houston to flag football to, putting together flag football highlights to send to tackle football coaches.
No, an attempted walk-on at Houston. Didn't even get it.
That's right. He didn't even, get the opportunity.
They said, nah, we got these people with the COVID years.
Was it Nichols as well there for a little bit? Got Wally pipped, he said. Lost his spot because of injury.
Yep, I know it. Know how it goes.
He could have quit about 5 different times. Did not. So he's definitely been a star, not only in the national team, but here in Mobile. What about some other players that stand out to you? Because another smaller school guy that we had on the show on Monday, Cole Payton, has made some really good plays. Now he's a lefty. It's hard to find a lefty where you're like, oh, man, that looks smooth. It doesn't happen very often. Yep. Even the really good lefties does not really look smooth. It looks different coming out of their hand. But I feel like he has elevated himself. He's made some really good throws, some tight window throws, some back shoulders, some throws to the tight end where he's throwing to the back of the helmet of the defender, allowing his guy to go make a play. He made 2 or 3 of those over the last couple of days. I looked it up. He's actually projected to be a 4th-round pick.
Is he really?
Yeah.
He certainly looks apart. He's kind of got some jacked arm muscles. My only fear,
6'2", 230.
My one knock on him, he kind of looks like he might have a six-pack. And we all know that there's no good quarterbacks that have a six-pack. So maybe not do so many sit-ups. I don't know. It's not confirmed. I just kind of got that feeling.
His is North Dakota strong, though. So maybe he got a six-pack from, like, carrying logs through the snow. Like Rocky did when he was getting
that's
ready to
fine.
fight Russia.
But seriously, name me a quarterback.
Right.
A Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts would be the only one.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes, famous dad bod.
But usually
Peyton Manning, famous dad bod. Drew Brees,
we could say Jalen Hurts,
dad bod.
not very consistent, you know. So if you're a quarterback, make sure you do not get a six-pack.
I'm gonna say he's different just because of where he grew up. Again, 6'2", 230 pounds, 4'7", 40, 10 1/4 size hands. Oh,
okay.
Got some mitts on him.
Watching practices, Diego Pavia has been the best quarterback on the national team.
On the national team, yeah.
On the American team, it's kind of a heavyweight battle right now between Nussmeier and Luke Altmaier. Luke Altmaier's impressed me a whole lot. Really great arm talent, really handsy, like flips it off the real handsy at the end. Now it's kind of ball's gotten away from him a couple times on some high throws.
Yeah.
Just kind of getting a little too whippy with it. But Nussmeier has done a really nice job so far. He's playing with a really, you could tell in his training, he's playing with a real wide platform, real wide base, and not striding, which is what we saw his issues this past season.
Yeah.
Trying to change his mechanics, falling backwards a lot, trying to throw, trying to create some sort of torque, use his shoulder, use his arm, use his legs a little bit more because he couldn't use his abs because of the injury. Well, right now, what you see now, the good quarterbacks, when it used to be, you wanted a kind of a narrow shoulder width base and you wanted to stride out to create power. No, it's a wide base right now. We could look at how Drew Brees played, Tom Brady played, all the good wide base, and you're all creating your power from one rotational little circle all around you. You're not striding out anymore. And we see that. He's playing with that wide base. And it also prevents you from going backwards. So it's just another indicator to me that there was certainly some issues that he was working through this season.
The ball looks completely different coming out of his hand than it did.
Alondra posted that picture yesterday of the scoreboard, and it kind of probably pisses LSU fans off a little bit. Of day one, the furthest ball thrown in the air, Nussmeier. The fastest ball thrown, Nussmeier.
Yeah.
So, kid can still spin it. But certainly, I've been impressed with all the quarterbacks. All 6 quarterbacks certainly looked the part, deserved to be here. Taylor Green has made some really nice throws. Mechanically, he is a little bit shouldery from a mechanical standpoint. It doesn't have like that whip. He's more of a guider, but there's a lot of successful quarterbacks that are like that. He looked a little bit more comfortable under center yesterday.
Yeah.
Just another day. That first day looked like a baby deer on ice a little bit underneath the center. Just so tall. He's 6'6". My God, he's gigantic, but he's very impressive. I could tell you those quarterbacks, that first time they get in a situation where they're throwing the NFL, the Duke, that ball is touched by heaven, for sure. It's beautiful. So they're spinning it. They're all doing well. But Diego Pavia, I have been impressed with him. He does play with a chip on his shoulder, and you got to interview him yesterday as well.
Yeah, and
were you trying to get that?
Yeah, we're trying to see if we can get it to play on here. Dennis, wake up. So you can send that to me.
Sure, he's listening.
Just because you're not a morning show guy, Dennis, doesn't mean you can't wake up. Early bird gets a worm. He'd been coached. He'd been coached, to talk to the media. He obviously knew CD and I and played in the SEC, and so I think that made him a little bit more comfortable. So we had a conversation with him. But he still, I asked him, I was like, I know how you play. I know how you are. You got a chip on your shoulder. It's kind of what you use as motivation. I was like, what do you want to show everybody this week? And he said that I'm the best player in the class. He didn't say best quarterback. He didn't say the best player here. He said the best player in the class. That was the first thing that he said.
Mm-hmm.
So he still believes that he is a starting NFL quarterback that is better than anybody else in this draft class.
And you said it, his delivery is tightened up a little bit, softened.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. You know, no curse words.
No curse words.
It's the first time I've had Diego on where he didn't curse.
Fantastic.
I had forgotten that we had him at Media Day, I guess it would have been. And, like, in the first 30 seconds, I'm like, thank God this is Sirius XM and not OTB. But he's, you know, he's been coached, obviously, and you can tell. Look, I don't hate confidence, and he's got the ultimate confidence. And I also, I told him this, I was like, he elevates the play of those around him. And is that something you've always had? Is that something that just happened at Vanderbilt? Because it seems like everybody around you kind of tries to match your energy. He has that ability.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he is 5'9", and he is, let's see, what's it have on here? Because you kept saying 7'8".
7'8", bud.
This was the even lower. It says 5'9.5". So
they rounded down on him?
So I don't know.
That's messed up.
But he's definitely 5'9".
It doesn't, like, if you can make the throws,
I told Katie last night, I said, she's like, well, how tall is he? I'm like, well, he's looking up to me, so.
So
I don't know what that tells you. I think she said, oh, no.
He looked like he's looking at you like I was looking at some of those tight ends yesterday when I was asking him our 4 questions at Media Day.
Yeah, exactly.
Some tall boys.
Yeah, so.
No small boys.
Like, yeah, he's not a tall fella.
But you know what? He's completed more passes over the middle than everybody else, especially down the field, which has been impressive. And that the national team, which is the team he is on, their centers have been so late snapping the ball, even more so than the American. And so, like, even in these team situations where, man, there's nothing worse than getting the ball late. And everybody else is moving except for you as a quarterback. You're getting stepped on, come from under center. You haven't really done it much in your career. But he's still, in all that chaotic environment, he's doing the best about still getting his head around, reading the middle of the field. And I've been impressed. He's made more throws over the middle of the field than anybody else.
Will he get drafted in the first?
I don't know if he's got a six-pack either, so pretty good.
I don't think so. Will he get drafted in the first 5 rounds?
I just don't know. I feel like there's going to be a run on quarterbacks in the 5th, 6th, 7th round for whatever reason. Maybe it bumps into the 4th. I think he's going to fall in that 4 to 6 range probably, especially if he continues to perform well here, which he's doing. I think he looks like the best competitor, elevating the people around him, making the plays that are there of his team right now at the quarterback position. That's not a slight to anybody else. Everybody's playing well. Just he's made more plays.
Yeah.
And looked more comfortable doing it. So, yeah, I think there's a chance, but I think that 5th plus or minus 1 round is probably a good spot.
Do you like my comp for his career, Gardner Minshew? Not ever like, hey, we're moving forward with Gardner Minshew, but starter ability. If our guy goes down, we still feel good about where we can get to. Going to play a long time in the NFL. When he comes in, he's got this confidence about him where it's not having to be a vanilla game plan.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he can have – and again, Gardner Minshew's had a nice career. He started plenty of games in the NFL. He's had some success. Still going. Like he's going to play for more years.
And there's a lot of quarterbacks that kind of fit that mold, that career path. The one thing that all those guys do have is being like the epitome of a team player.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he settles for – I don't know if his mindset, how he's going to handle not being the guy, right?
Right.
Like publicly
like
and
somebody like
that. Those are the questions that people are trying to get answered now. Now it might be great, but like he didn't handle coming in second to the Heisman very well. Right?
I would say poor to quite poor.
Yeah. So it's just those are the questions, and you can tell that he's got a team around him. He's softened his messaging a lot, but you can say like that. You were saying like he softened his messaging, but he still had to get that little Diegoism in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Because somebody that I know he said multiple times that he's a big fan of, Johnny Manziel, and he just went on a podcast with him, and they're friends, they're buds. Johnny Manziel was never a backup. And Johnny Manziel had a chance in Cleveland. It was over. That was it. And Johnny Manziel had kind of that same streak of confidence and, believing he was the best. And to your point, and you've been in this role, when you're not the guy, you've got to be the ultimate teammate. You had to be Aaron Rodgers' eyes and ears on the sideline, right? When he came off.
You still have a job to do.
Yeah.
And it's not the job you want to be doing.
Right, but you still have a role on the team. It's when we ask you to play, you got to go, and you certainly did that and played well anytime you had to come in. But also, when Aaron Rodgers came off to the sideline, hey, Matt, what'd you see? You got to give him the best information and not trying to, take his job at every moment. If it happened and it presented itself, you go play. But
you got to steal signals.
You do. You do have to do things to help the team win. And to your point, I don't know if that is something that would intrigue a Diego Pavia.
But we don't know.
We don't.
Yeah, we don't. We'll find out. Those are the questions, though, that I'm sure scouts are coming in this week and trying to get answered. So, but he certainly has done everything on the field this week so far to garner the respect, certainly the confidence, and confidence of someone at least taking the drive. He can do it. If he's throwing passes over the middle with this offensive line, center snap of the ball late, those all show me that he is okay making those throws, that the height should not be a concern.
All right, we will step away. We've got more OTB coming your way. We still got our guy, Chef Michael Johnson, set to join us to answer all your Munchie questions in hour number 3. We'll continue breaking down the Senior Bowl. And, of course, our coverage brought to you by First American Bank and Trust. FABT.com is the website, so go see our friends over at First American Bank and Trust. We've got more coming your way live from Mobile, Alabama.
Off the bench.
To Bally's of Baton Rouge Casino and Hotel. Bally's, the brand new star of downtown Baton Rouge. It is completely new. Sure, the building is technically still the same, but that's it. Everything inside got an upgrade. It got Beyonce'd, if you will. Every hotel room got an upgrade. The casino floor, 5 new restaurants, bowling alley, DraftKings Sportsbook. You will be blown away with what you see from the brand new Bally's of Baton Rouge Casino and Hotel. So staycation, after work, maybe you're coming to watch the Tigers play, women's basketball, baseball coming up, and you need a place to stay. There's only one place to stay in Baton Rouge, and that is Bally's.
That's right, Bally's. If you're ready to roll, if you're looking for just a fun night, or maybe you're coming into town looking to look for an incredible place to stay, well, it's Bally's of Baton Rouge. It's not even an upgrade. It is a brand new facility, 25,000 square feet, gaming, a huge DraftKings Sportsbook, amazing restaurants, beautiful hotel. Go check them out. That is the spot. Go have some fun, Baton Rouge. Bally's of Baton Rouge.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
South Louisiana, it's turnaround season, and River Parish Contractors is calling in the best of the best. We're hiring pipe fitters, iron workers, boiler makers, combo and structural welders, rig welders, carpenters, crane operators, dirt operators, and more. If you're ready to work, ready to earn, and ready to build something that lasts, call Big Jake at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
I'm lawyer Collins Locke Meredith. Among the most important factors to consider when you're hiring an injury attorney is trust. You trust your attorney will put your interest first, treat you with respect, fairness, and honesty. You trust them to be there for you when you need them. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, thousands of clients have trusted us to represent them, and for good reasons. Please visit us at LockeMeredith.com to learn more, and whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555. You have nothing to lose.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs, set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online
or text or call for free, confidential help now.
This new year, Hood Dental wants you smiling bigger and healthier than ever. New patients can get a healthy gums cleaning for just $89, plus a free exam and full mouth x-rays, a $376 value. With over 3,000 5-star Google reviews, 5 local locations, and easy online scheduling with same-day care, Hood Dental makes it simple to get started. And for January only, save 15% up to $150 on restorative treatment. Schedule today at hooddentalcare.com.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your
Welcome back to Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, live from the 2026 Panini Senior Bowl in Mobile, presented by First American Bank and Trust.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Panini Senior Bowl. And, of course, our coverage brought to you by First American Bank and Trust. We got some gifts here. Oh, let me turn you up. Sorry. You were talking. You were having a conversation with a Green Bay Packer guy, and I was trying to let you do it, so I was going to come back. But every year we get a little love. We get a little sauce here. Shout out. But this year we got new name tags on our sauce that we get brought to us from one of our loyal LSU fans here living in the Mobile area. Mine says Cannonball Head JH. Love that.
Mine says Man Bun.
Alondra got hers on there. Cannonball Head. I love that. For T-Bob, number 2, Bryce Underwood A-Bear. You got an empty Diet Coke bottle here because you gave love to Michigan and Bryce Underwood, T. So that's what you get. No sauce for you, T-Bob.
Yep. There's a little bit of Diet Coke left in that thing, too.
Yeah, and that's just to throw at him.
That's the backwash.
So, hey, I did make a comment about never cheering for the defense. If my guy Blake Baker is listening, Blake, always cheer for your defense, obviously, just not anybody else's defense.
Yeah, go Tigers.
Yeah.
But, I mean, outside of LSU's
outside of Blake's defense,
defense is the worst.
Yeah, I tell my guy Bobby Carpenter all the time.
Just people that weren't smart enough to play on offense.
Which gap do I go, Coach? No, don't go in this gap or that gap.
Yeah.
See ball, hit ball.
Which kind of brings up the question, how did Scatterboo get on offense?
That's a great question. That's a great question. He feels like a Mike linebacker.
Yep.
An old school like Sam linebacker who would just like play in an under defense and just tilt and just wait for somebody to come hit him.
Yep. He's a guy on the SWAT teams. That's the doorbuster.
He's a juggernaut from X-Men.
Cam, wait till we get I don't even know what it's called.
The battering ram.
The battering ram. No, I got it. Put my bike helmet on.
Oh, man.
Anyway, can't wait to try this sauce.
Who you talking to from the Packers there, buddy? Guy
Scout.
from you were there?
Scout.
Yeah, I had a chance to see the scout that actually was like fought for me probably the hardest for the Chargers to draft me, still doing it. It's like, man, y'all, like, I know, like, it's a profession, so yeah, but it's like, you're a lifer.
All the scouts that were in Green Bay that were, like I told you, there's everybody that gets drafted, they got guys that fight for them. All the guys that drafted me ended up being GMs, different places. John Snyder, a longtime GM with the Seahawks, was one of them. Reggie McNeil was with the Raiders.
Yeah.
John Eric, who's now the GM with the Packers. I saw Elliott Wolf, who's with the Patriots the other day.
Yeah.
The guy that was fought for me in the 7th round, for whatever reason, I'm blanking on his name right now. He was a GM for the Chiefs for a long time.
Man, you can't even think of the guy that fought for you.
I think it was for the Browns. I know. I remember them telling me. Fought for me. Said it was a foxhole guy.
Must have meant a lot to you.
He does. Absolutely.
Speaking of, you said the Browns there. The new head coach for the Cleveland Browns.
Yes.
Somebody that we know very well. Former LSU receiver coach Todd Monken.
Monk.
That was a long time ago, but Monk left us to go to the NFL.
You think he remembers being at LSU? long time ago.
Yeah. So when he was at Georgia, I had a chance to talk to him a bunch, and yeah, for sure. He recruited me at Oklahoma State. He came with Les to LSU, was there for 2 years. He went to the NFL from us. He was always an NFL guy. He's tried to come back to college. He was a head coach at Southern Miss and tried a couple of different times. He came back to Georgia and had success. He was a coordinator during all his championship runs, but he always finds his way back to the National Football League. He was the Baltimore Ravens offensive coordinator, but now he is the head coach of the Cleveland Browns. So, man, I got a lot of love for my guy Monk. That is the hardest job maybe in all of sports, is the head coach of the Cleveland Browns. I'm wishing him nothing but the best, but it is an uphill battle, to say an uphill battle in like 5 inches of snow that has a 5-inch layer of ice underneath that.
Yep, they call it hard rock mining. There being the head coach for the Browns, and a lot of the positions that are to be filled. I think there's only 2 availabilities left in the NFL, the head coaching job. That is the Cardinals and the Raiders, and 2 positions that, you know, you're probably taking that job if it's always been your dream to be an NFL head coach, and you'll take anything. But my God, the divisions that each one of those teams is going to jump into. Can you imagine if you're the Cardinals and jumping in a division with the Seahawks and the Rams and the Niners and then the Raiders jumping in with the Broncos, and you know, the Chiefs aren't going to be down for long. Chargers, those
basically 3 playoff teams.
Basically 3 playoff teams on each in those divisions. So probably the last 2 most desirable, of course, the Raiders probably a little bit more because they do have the first overall pick. I know they're completing some second interviews with guys right now, but those are the 2 jobs left. Todd Monken to the Browns, which is actually, if you're looking at it, divisionally, probably not too terrible. You don't have any juggernauts as of right now.
Ravens starting over at head coach. The Bengals should have started over at head coach. The Steelers starting over at head coach. So, yeah, to your point.
And speaking of, I know we're about to go to break, but that press conference with Mike McCarthy with the Steelers was awesome.
Yeah, let's we can hit on that. We can hit on that because obviously you'll be able to give great insight on him and what Pittsburgh means to him and why he got emotional as he did in that press conference when he was announced the head coach for the Steelers. We'll take a break. More OTB here live from the Panini Senior Bowl.
Off the bench.
All right, listen, whether it's a big Saturday slate, a Saints Sunday, or you're just posted up watching ball all night long, there's one beer that plays every snap, and of course that is Dos Equis. Crisp, smooth, easy to drink Dos Equis doesn't wear you down by halftime. It stays light, refreshing, and ready for the fourth quarter. From kickoff to the final whistle, grilling outside or watching with the crew, Dos Equis is always the right call. So next time you're loading the cooler, don't overthink it. Grab a Dos Equis because the most interesting sports day deserves the most interesting beer.
You also, how about the most interesting man in the world? I think he's back, right? Did I see that recently?
I don't know. I've always said that was Charlie Whitehurst.
Well, no, it's the Dos Equis guy. Stay thirsty, my friends. You know what? Louisiana, South Louisiana. Okay, let's not lie to ourselves. We like to drink some beer. We like to have a little adult beverage, and if you're going to do it, make sure you do it responsibly. But if you're going to do it with the best, and that is Dos Equis, that delicious, ice-cold Mexican lager, the Amber Especial, Lager Especial. They got all the different options. Make sure you go to the store, stock up, stock the fridge, stock the cooler, whatever it is. If you're hosting somebody this week, this weekend, whatever it is, drink Dos Equis.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Who bears the standard? Who sets the bar? It's not those satisfied by low-hanging fruit or by taking it easy. Now the standard is set by the best of us, by those who work hard. Dig deeper. Give more. At Sunshine, we're proud to provide John Deere products that work hard for you, the standard bearers. Find the dealer nearest you at sunequip.com.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar, but instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. We are honored and humbled to receive from our clients in Google, based on 5-star client reviews, the designation of our law firm is highly recommended. Whether you hire us at all, please give us a call, 272-5555. You have nothing to lose.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith. Injuries happen when you least expect them to, making your life more complicated. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, we know this, and we strive to help each of our clients during these times. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
South Louisiana, it's turnaround season, and River Parish Contractors is calling in the best of the best. We're hiring pipe fitters, iron workers, boiler makers, combo and structural welders, rig welders, carpenters, crane operators, dirt operators, and more. If you're ready to work, ready to earn, and ready to build something that lasts, call Big Jake at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
Make Raising Cane's the first stop for your second line. Get extra saucy with a Cane's doubloon for just $1 that scores you extra cane sauce through April 3rd with any purchase.
Now, back to Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, live from the 2026 Panini Senior Bowl in Mobile, presented by First American Bank and Trust.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Panini Senior Bowl. Remind you about our friends over at Gulf Coast Office Products. If your office tech is acting up, slowing everybody down, that's a problem, and that's where GCOP steps in. From copiers and printers to managed IT services and workflow solutions, GCOP helps businesses operate cleaner, faster, and more efficient. They're local, they respond quickly, and they don't sell your stuff you don't need. Trying to always get you to buy the new product. No, they have the products for you. They're going to make sure you have the right product, not always trying to upsell you on something you don't need. Only what you have to move your business in the right direction. Visit GCOPnet.com. That's Gulf Coast Office Products, office technology that actually works. All right, we've got a minute here left before we get to hour number 3. We'll have Chef Michael Johnson in hour number 3. Looking forward to going out there. One more day of Senior Bowl practice a little bit later on. I know Matthew's got a big flag football championship game. Let's go, Huck.
Let's go.
To get to a little bit
Super Bowl
later on. We the Bengals this year?
Or the Bengals. Oh,
Bengals?
Yeah, so elite training facility, training academy. But we got the big Super Bowl tonight. Not a big deal. It is a big deal, actually.
I was about to say, it's a huge deal. I hope Huck wasn't listening to that. My gosh. It feels a little bit lighter. It's my hot box.
Yeah, well.
You know
it
why?
goes quick when it's perfect hydration.
Because Christopher Paul Doring took about 5 of them.
That son of a gun.
If anybody needs to be hydrated, it's Chris Doring.
Did he leave a tip?
No.
Okay.
But I did get on to him. He said Pedialyte in an interview yesterday.
Oh, my
said,
God.
We don't say that. We don't say the P word.
Well, that stuff tastes terrible.
Exactly.
Stuff will kill you.
DrinkMyHigh.com. Hour 3 coming your way.
Off the Bench.
All right, listen, I know the weather's a little bit cold, and I know maybe it doesn't feel like it, but it is baseball, softball season. We are in the swing of things, okay?
Hey-o.
So if you need a new bat, if you need a new glove, a helmet, a belt, a cleat, whatever, maybe 2 cleats, maybe we need to make that plural. You go to see our friends over at MarucciSports.com. And if you're in Louisiana, they've got multiple locations where you can go take some hacks at the hitter's house. And if you're trying to figure out which bat you want, the cool thing about it is they're going to let you test out the bat in the cage because, look, you're making that investment. You want to take your game to the next level. You need to have it. You need to see what it can do for you. Another cool thing they do over at Marucci also, if you want to trade in that old Marucci bat to get a discount on your new Marucci bat, they do that as well. So go check them out. Again, in Baton Rouge, right off of Segan is the headquarters, the hitter's house right there, and also online at MarucciSports.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
I'm lawyer Collins Locke Meredith. Among the most important factors to consider when you're hiring an injury attorney is trust. You trust your attorney will put your interest first, treat you with respect, fairness, and honesty. You trust them to be there for you when you need them. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, thousands of clients have trusted us to represent them, and for good reasons. Please visit us at LockeMeredith.com to learn more, and whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555. You have nothing to lose.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit LouisianaPropane.com.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
Good morning. It's at 9 a.m. here on Thursday, January 29th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 59. In hour 3 of today's show, we'll have our Munchie segment with LSU Executive Chef Michael Johnson at around 9:15. If you missed hours 1 or 2 of the show, you can catch it in the on-demand section at 1045ESPN.com. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 3 of Off the Bench, live from the Panini Senior Bowl in Mobile, Alabama, brought to you by First American Bank and Trust, starts now.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
From carrying each other to a natty to carrying each other on the air.
Flynn is back to throw for the end zone.
Live from the Raising Cane studio, it's Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB here live from the 2026 Panini Senior Bowl. We are in Mobile, Alabama. Our coverage brought to you by First American Bank and Trust, FABT.com. We were talking about...
It's hour 3 already.
It is. Here we are.
Here we are.
We were talking about the Cleveland Browns a little bit earlier.
A mistake by the lake.
Big mistake by the lake, without question. Since they got back into the NFL, remember they moved to Baltimore, but since they came back as a franchise in 1999, Chris Palmer was the head coach for a couple of seasons. He was in 32 games, 5-27.
Okay.
Then they go and hire Butch Davis. In 59 games, he was 24-35. Terry Robisky, shout out LSU. In 5 games, he was 1-4 as the interim coach.
Okay.
Romeo Crennel, in 64 games, he was 24-40. Eric Mangini, in 32 games, he was 10-22. Pat Shurmur, in 32 games, he was 9-23. Rob Chudzinski, shout out to Chud, my guy. In 16 games, he was 4-12, though. How do I remember this guy? Mike something. I didn't even try to pronounce that last name. 32 games. He was 10-22, so it doesn't matter. Hugh Jackson, 40 games. Matthew. In 40 games as the Browns head coach, Hugh Jackson was 336-1.
What?
A winning percentage of .088.
336-1.
In 40 games, 336-1.
That ain't good. That ain't good at all.
You had Greg Williams. He was the, I believe, interim coach in 8 games. 8 games. Okay. Okay, Greg. Greg was 5-3. Freddie Kitchens takes over. They don't give the job to Greg Williams. Freddie Kitchens takes over. In 16 games, he was 6-10. Kevin Stefanski, in 101 games, he was 45-56. How is that possible?
I was just looked on it. Then they've had 4 winning seasons since, what did you say, 1999? Since returning in 1999, 4 winning seasons. 2002, they were 9-7. 2007, 10-6. 2020, that was Baker Mayfield, 11-5, and then 2023, 11-6.
Yeah, and the guy that I didn't, Mike Patine. Like, who is that?
I've heard of that name, I think.
Have you? Okay. Shout out to Mike Patine. He was 10-22. I never heard of that fella. That is, are they the worst?
You've never heard of a fella?
Exactly. Are they the worst franchise in professional sports?
I was talking to somebody, maybe it was y'all I was talking about this with, or I saw a debate on it. I think somebody said maybe the Washington Wizards were up there as well.
Yeah.
I mean, their uniforms are ugly, too. They don't even look good when they're doing it.
And
that's why we call it, everybody, the mistake by the lake. Cleveland.
USA Sports. I want to find this out. The Washington Wizards is bad, but like
but
even
for
they had some okay times when they were the Washington Bullets, like way back in the day, in the 70s. I think they lost in the finals a couple of times. All right, so I've got the most losing franchises in every major sport in the United States. In the NFL, it's the Arizona Cardinals.
Since what? So, like, probably should make it a little bit more towards the modern era.
I know. I'm just going you all the time.
Okay.
They are the oldest team in the NFL, founded in 1898. The most total losses in NFL history. 1 championship in 1947, but 0 Super Bowl titles.
The Cardinals are
Katie's uncle played for them when they were the
team?
St. Louis Cardinals, and they were bad then. They're bad now. They had some run with Kurt Warner. The Minnesota Timberwolves are actually the worst all-time winning percentage in NBA history. Only a handful of playoff series wins ever. So, Timberwolves. The Pittsburgh Pirates in Major League Baseball. Yeah, that one kind of speaks for itself. Poor Paul Skeens. The Arizona Coyotes in the NHL.
Sure.
Is that even still a thing? So, poor Arizona. Poor Phoenix.
Yeah, it's bad sports, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, because it's not like the Suns are good either.
Huh. Well, Arizona gave us a couple of good quarterbacks, though.
Yeah, and Arizona's in, like, Arizona. So it's much better than Cleveland.
You ever heard of Jaden
Scottsdale,
Daniels?
Tempe, Phoenix, yeah. Ever heard what?
Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, what about him?
Came from Arizona Sport.
He's from California.
Yeah. But he was playing sports in Arizona.
Yeah, so is LSU's current quarterback, Sam Levitt.
Yep. So I said a couple quarterbacks.
Give me another Arizona State quarterback.
Jake Plummer.
Yes.
Jake the Snake. When I used to play, so this is back in like high school.
The only knowledge of any professional athletes you have is from 1994 to 1998.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
That's about I was hitting my stride as a sports
your sweet
fan.
spot.
We used to play NCAA Game Breaker on PlayStation 2. Maybe it was PlayStation 1 or 2, back in early high school. And you could play with, I'd play with the 96 Arizona State team. You could play like the historical teams.
Yeah.
That was probably the greatest football game ever created. College Game Breaker.
I remember it.
Did you ever play?
Yeah. And
we used to have little tournaments at a buddy's house.
Also, your sports knowledge from 94 to 98 is because of video games.
A lot of it, yes. Yes.
Ken Griffey Jr. baseball.
Well, there's only one real baseball player in that one. Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah, but everybody knew. Everybody knew Jay Buhner was Jay Buhner.
Was
Tito
there.
Martinez was Tito. Yeah, Edgar was Edgar. Yeah. Otis Nixon was Otis Nixon. Ron Gant was Ron Gant. Julio Franco was Julio Franco. We all knew.
They used their name, image, and likeness. There should be a term for that, and it should. Never mind. Anyway, Browns suck.
Would you ever be the head coach of the Cleveland Browns? God, I hate this for our guy, Todd Monken.
I mean, I'm sure he's getting paid well.
Yeah, okay, for sure. But I just gave you the list since they came back. I mean, even before that, even the guy that we consider the greatest coach of all time, Bill Belichick, in 80 games, he was 36-44.
Oh, bud, he is not the greatest coach of all time. He can't even make it to the Hall of Fame.
The last coach they've had with a winning record that was the full-time head coach is Marty Schottenheimer. 1984 to 1988, in 71 games, he was 44-27.
Oh, was he a two-time NFL Coach of the Year?
Marty?
Like Stefanski?
Probably, actually.
Can't wait to see the Stefanski versus Baker beef.
NFL Coach of the Year when he was with the Chargers in 2004. I actually think he got fired in 06. So, yeah, when he was with the Chargers in 04, he got AP NFL Coach of the Year.
But he didn't do it with the Browns.
No, he did not. AFC Coach of the Year with the Browns.
Okay. All right.
So there you go. Marty Schottenheimer. Last time the Browns had a winning head coach in the 80s. That's awful. Like, how are you a fan of the Cleveland Browns? And look, I know the Pelicans are a bad franchise. I get that. And the NBA is popular. It's not the NFL. The NFL is by far the most popular sport. So you're going to have more fans for NFL teams. When you send your payment in for season tickets to the Browns and you know you're going to suck, that's got to be a kick between the legs.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And that's why, it makes – when they have any glimmer of hope, it makes it fantastic for them. But usually that glimmer of hope turns into darkness pretty quick. So, I don't know.
Darkness, my old friend.
It's just – what did we compare it to a couple of weeks ago? Like losing organizations like the Browns is like that one building in town that's had about 13 different restaurants. And none of them work. It's just a building that has a stigma to it.
People keep going to the bank and saying, I've got the plan. I need the loan because I'll be the 14th in the last 6 months, but I'm going to make it.
And it's different people. It's different owners. It's different genres of food. It's different. It's different. Some of them are popular. Some of them can be McAllister's. That works everywhere. Like that. Things can be a chain. It can be a startup. Whatever it is. And the only common denominator is the location, the foundation, the framework, the walls, that's the floor. That's the only common denominator. Everything else is different, but nothing. We all know it. Everybody's got that place in there wherever they grew up or in the place that they live. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Doesn't matter what you do. It's just not going to work. And a lot of sports franchises, for whatever reason, feel like that. The Browns, the Jets, the Raiders. It just feels that that's the feeling you get. No matter what happens, no matter who they bring in, no matter who's in charge, it just ain't going to work. And until you prove us wrong, we're just going to keep saying, told you so.
It's like the spot that Mellow Mushroom once was in Baton Rouge. It's been a lot of things.
Yep. No, there's that place.
Many different things.
There's that place on Perkins. It was at McAllister's at one point.
Oh, man.
It's over there by the park.
Yeah, that thing has been tacos. It's been seafood. It has been, you're right.
Rock, paper, tacos, I think was one.
Yeah.
We all know that spot.
Yeah, it was a seafood place. It's very popular down in this area, like in Gulf Shores. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it was that.
Yep.
The old CC's Coffee by the OG Walk-Ons, by our friends over at Pro Dreams, right there on the end cap.
Coffee shop by a university.
75 different things since then.
We all get it.
Yeah. They're the Cleveland Browns.
The Cleveland Brown. That building is a Cleveland Brown.
I mean, rip.
Good for the owner. You keep getting tenants.
Yeah, rip for Mellow Mushroom. What once was very good Wednesday nights. It's been 17 different things.
It was actually the highest grossing Mellow Mushroom in the whole country.
Was it?
I didn't realize that it was a chain. I don't know. At some point, it probably was not the highest grossing.
Right, but I mean, like, what happened? Because when we were in college, Wednesday nights, let's go to Mellow Mushroom.
Popping. Open mic night.
Yeah.
A lot happened. I don't know.
I guess that's true. I guess our other favorite establishment in college has shut down and had to come back since. So.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? We were going to talk about. Let's stay in the AFC North. And a new job has been filled with the Pittsburgh Steelers. My former coach for the Green Bay Packers and also former coach of the Dallas Cowboys. After another year or two off, I can't remember if he's been out for 2. No, it's just 1 year. He takes the job with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and let me tell you, if you hadn't, like the press conference that he had was fantastic. Like he couldn't even get through the first sentence without almost crying.
Yeah.
So this guy is a Pittsburgh guy. We used to kind of like make fun of old Pittsburgh Mike. You know, he always would talk about Pittsburgh, like in his talks and the speeches to us in Green Bay, Wisconsin, right? And he was a Pittsburgh through and through. Like if y'all think like people from Texas are like proud to be from Texas and they always say it, people from Pittsburgh are like that times 10. Like they let you know that they're when they're like the first time you meet them, they'll let you know 5 times that they're from Pittsburgh, and they're Pittsburgh tough. So Mike McCarthy grew up a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. His family lives there. He worked at a little dive bar when he was growing up, and all that stuff. Everything that he used to always preach to us was about Pittsburgh. And so he gets the job. So congratulations to Mike McCarthy. I hope it works out. You never know. Following like a legend like that, Mike Tomlin's been there for 19 years. And he followed Bill Cowher before that. Like you're following.
They've had like 3 coaches in the last forever.
Right, exactly. It's like quarterback for the Packers. They've had like 3 quarterbacks for like 40 years or whatever.
It's the same situation, even longer.
And so it's he takes out. So I wish him the best. He's really good at coaching quarterbacks, coaching offenses. I thought he took Dak Prescott to a good level. His offense is great. Of course, coached Aaron Rodgers for a long time, so it'll be interesting to see how that all plays out. But he was asked about it, and he said, yeah, why wouldn't you want Aaron Rodgers to be your quarterback? I get it. A lot of people don't feel the same way, but certainly there is a history relationship there. So it'll be interesting to see what if Aaron Rodgers wants to continue playing football. But if he does, you got to imagine that is a connection that's going to come back together. And it would be really cool for me, from my seat, just having a relationship with both those guys and being with them for 6 years. It would be really cool for me to see them, one last ride. So
You could tell it meant a lot to him. We were talking with Scott Tolzien the other day, and he's like, yeah, I mean, even when we'd go play in Pittsburgh, like Mike enjoyed Pittsburgh and showing his team, like all the spots in Pittsburgh and where he grew up. And you're right, it is one of those cities in the country that if you're from there, you're incredibly proud of it, and you make sure that you represent it whenever you can. And so that is a lifelong dream. I mean, he has parents at his press conference. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it meant a lot.
Yeah.
Meant a lot to
He was like, yeah, I told you not to sit them in the front row, because he was starting to cry. Like his first line out.
All right, we will take a break. Before we do, I want to remind you about our friends, though, at Rouse's. Rouse's.com is the website. Here in Mobile, all the way to Baton Rouge, they got a location that is going to be convenient for you. It is king cake season, so go ahead, walk in. Any king cake, cinnamon, any kind of filling, any Dr. Pepper king cake, they have got them all. We always tell you they make dinner easy as well. You go in, it's already pre-made, it's ready to go. They got the sides ready to go. It is so convenient for you. They got the sushi bar, the breakfast bar, they got the rotisserie chickens. All of that is just right there, and it is very convenient for you. And if you're trying to make dinner quick because you're getting home late from the ball field, whatever it is, like they are there to help you out. So go to Rouse's.com, find the weekly specials they've got on their website, find the location that is convenient for you. Go to Rouse's.com today. All right, when we come back, get your munchy questions inside the Bayou Ford chat, because our guy, Chef Michael Johnson, will join us here to answer your munchy questions on OTB.
Off the bench.
Jordan Faber here with some exciting news. Faber Automotive has officially arrived. We're proud to introduce your new hometown dealership, Faber Chevrolet GMC. That means more inventory, better deals, and the same great local team. Now backed by the trusted Faber family name. Whether you're shopping or servicing, you'll feel the difference from day one. Allow us the opportunity to earn your business.
Fabry Chevrolet GMC. Visit us in St. Francisville or online at FabryChevrolet.com.
Make Raising Cane's the first stop for your second line. Get extra saucy with a Cane's doubloon for just $1 that scores you extra cane sauce through April 3rd with any purchase. Let the good times roll this Mardi Gras with Raising Cane's. One love.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. If you're battling an insurance company because of a wreck not your fault and they're not calling you back or being fair, whether you hire us at all, give us a call, 272-5555, or email Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. You have nothing to lose.
Hello, I'm Collins Meredith. If you've been injured on the job, you'll likely have a workers' compensation claim, but you may also have a tort claim, which opens up significant recovery rights not normally available for a work injury. If this is you, call us or come see us at Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain Cold Refreshment. Dave's back on. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, live from the 2026 Panini Senior Bowl in Mobile, presented by First American Bank and Trust.
All right, and welcome back in. It is OTB. We are here at the Senior Bowl in Mobile, Alabama. But, of course, that doesn't stop us from catching up with our guy, Chef Michael Johnson, to answer your Munchie questions. So we are glad, as always, to have our guy on. Chef Michael Johnson, how you doing, sir?
I'm good, guys. Nice to hear y'all voices.
Yeah, we're down here in Mobile. Hey, it's pretty cold down here. How's the weather up there, over there, wherever you're at in Baton Rouge?
It's still pretty chilly, but it's better than what it has been for sure. It's thawing out.
We got any cold weather comfort foods going on, Chef?
Yeah, I've been eating a lot of soup at the house for the past few days, that's for sure. I made some gumbo for I made some red bean gumbo for my daughter's graduation. My daughter graduated college or university in December. So,
yeah, absolutely. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I'll make sure and pass it on to her. So I'm very, very proud of her. And but we had I made a ton of red bean gumbo for her graduation party and had some left over, so we've been thawing some of that out and eating it. And it's when you freeze something, it still continues to meld, just mildly, right? And so I don't know. I've probably had this conversation 3 or 4 times since last week about the importance of melding a soup and letting it sit. And man, there's something special about how a soup warms you from the inside.
Chef, is chili a soup?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
All right. I didn't know. I was like, does it fall in like the stew family? Like, where does it fall? But we're going soup.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to me, I think a stew is almost a soup. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like thicker cut soup.
Right.
You know, like bigger chunks. To me, I think what differentiates it is the size of the stuff that's in it. To me, you know, like a stew has bigger chunks, and a soup, you should be able to fit a little bit of everything on your spoon. So in my mind, that's what differentiates it.
Chef, when you make a chili, are you going like a ground beef situation or like a cubed or a chopped?
Yeah, you know, if I'm making my best chili that I have, it's going to be a small cube. You know, something that's like a 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch, and it's meaty, right? But if I'm just trying to throw it together because the kids are chomping on my heels, then I'm gonna use ground beef. Yeah.
I got a I got a hashtag munchies here. Now I don't even know if this is possible, but have you ever made cheese from scratch?
I have, yeah. So you use rennet, which is an enzyme that comes from a cow's stomach. No, that's for fresh cheese. It's not. I don't know if it's for all cheese, but yeah, I have a few times, and I actually sent him to a cheese making class, and he came back, and we farted around with it. And making cheese is a really interesting deal.
Like what type of cheese can you make from scratch?
Well, you know, like fresh buffalo mozzarella. You know, you soak that in the rennet just overnight, and you can have it pretty quickly. Or oh gosh, what's the cheese with the soft middle? I'm brain farting here, man. I'm getting old. Yeah, but fresh cheeses are the easiest and best, and buffalo mozzarella is the one that comes to mind. But yeah,
I guess if you're making mozzarella, you can do you can make like burrata. You can make cottage cheese. Yeah.
Oh, look at you, big cheese guy.
Not a big deal.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to spit out. And I don't know if you guys have ever had cheese curds before, but you make those through.
Wait, he paid for the Packers, Chef. You know he's had. Yeah, I mean, come on.
It's not a good cheese curd unless it squeaks when you eat it.
It's squeaky cheese. That's right. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like it's got to squeak. It's got to be squeaky cheese.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. When you chew on it, it's supposed to squeak. And up north in Canada, in Canada, they have poutine, right? And so that's like the ultimate Canadian dish. So cheese is a big part of everybody's culture, I think.
God, poutine, man, so good.
Yeah. That's a late night snack for sure.
Jacob doesn't know anything about it. He's a West Coast guy.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing. Chef Michael Johnson is our guest here. Time to get your munchie questions inside the Bayou Ford chat. Chef, right now, if somebody's starting the new year, new me, right? And every year that's kind of, when the diet starts. It's when the getting back on track. Like, What would be maybe the easiest tip for them to try to stay on schedule, to not just dive back into the fast food or the fatty foods? If you were trying to create a plan that was easy to kind of follow and convenient for them, what would be your advice?
Be reasonable about it. You know what I mean? A lot of people delve way too deep into a diet, and there's the recovery that comes from that. And I think you have to be realistic about it and set realistic goals. If you go and remove all the sugar and all the fats and all the unhealthy stuff from your life all at the same time, your family is not going to like you too much. You know what I mean? So, truth be known, I did a spiritual fast, and I do it between November, between Thanksgiving and Christmas. And, I did exactly that and removed all these unhealthy things. And, I got super fussy. And after about 10 days, I recovered from it and, was good. But truth be known, and I'm oversharing here, after I did my fast, there's a return to it. And once you come off the fast, you have this, or a diet for that matter, there's this likelihood that you're going to return heavily to your old ways of eating, which I did, and I found out the hard way that I'm actually type 2 diabetic. And so,
Oh wow.
There is a danger to it. In a real, you have to be careful what you're doing when you're eating. And so, growing old is part of life, and I found that out the hard way. But it also, there is a healthy way to eat, and lots of fiber in your diet. I think, you have to be realistic about it and set goals that are attainable without putting yourself in danger. And if you're going to go on to a heavy diet, you need to consult with your doctor, to make sure that everything is in check. As a younger person, you probably won't have as much bounce back, but the older you get and the older your body gets, the more likely it is that, something could come of it. So I think that, set attainable goals.
Yeah, it's always good to do some sort of I've always found it the most challenging, self-discipline things to do is a diet. I think most people find that out. A lot of New Year's diets are set and get broken pretty quick, but that's one of the best things that you do for this. It's a little discipline challenge for yourself as you get older, or whatever age you are. You can eating is something that everybody loves to do, certainly. So it's hard to cut that out.
I think cutting soda out. Even sugary foods. Take it one step at a time and eliminate the things that are most important to you to get out of your life. And to me, I think that sugary foods, obviously, but, saturated fats, there's caffeine, there's all kinds of stuff that we could take out of our diet that could make us healthier. You just have to be realistic about it.
I got a really good question here, #Munchies. Is Chef ever going to release a cookbook?
I've been asked that 1,000 times, and I love to write, and I think that before my life is over, I probably will. I have some other things that I want to accomplish. I think they're more impactful for me and for the community. I think is quicker. Cookbooks seem to kind of be a thing of the past almost, and so I like sharing information for sure, but taking time to write the book is that it's consuming, right? And so there's some other things that I think that I'd like to accomplish that kind of meet the same goals of sharing food and recipes, but are more realistic with time management.
Yeah, this is his cookbook. He tells the people every week.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
And I think, Chef, you're talking to you and just hearing your stories and how you feel about food and the body and just the spiritual and the mental part of everything, because eating is a spiritual thing, certainly, especially if you've had good food. I enjoy hearing just not even just the recipe part, but just sharing the story about just how you feel about food and your journey with food. It's pretty fantastic. That's why our listeners, and certainly we'd like to hear from you every single week.
Well, I appreciate that, and that, that's kind of the way I want to share things. To me, it is spiritual, and I think it is to a lot of people. And it hits you inside. When you share it, it feels good. And the way I cook, when I cook for the people that I cook for, it is something that you share from inside. And I think that's why it's special that Louisianans get together. And we went hog hunting this past weekend and over in Delcom, and what was started off as 6 people ended up being 30 people, and and crawfish and everything else. And it's beautiful to get people around food and and to share stories and to listen and just enjoy life.
Chef, last one before we let you go. Go to king cake. How do we feel about king cake? Someone was asking if you make your own, but I know baking is not your favorite thing to do in the kitchen. So do you make a king cake, or do you have a favorite spot that you always pick one up?
No, this year, so I've been kind of pushing towards sourdough breads because they're easier digestible, and I have started doing business with a company called St. Bruno Breads, and they make a sourdough king cake, and I think it's pretty damn good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's kind of non-traditional, right? Like it's not one of your big brand names, but I love the fact that it's sourdough and it digests easier, and for me, it kind of meets me in the middle for what I'm trying to accomplish with my athletes, and what we're trying to do with the festive, the Carnival or Mardi Gras or whatever. And so, I don't know. That's the one for me this year.
Yeah. What was the name of that one again?
St. Bruno.
St. Bruno. All right. I am writing that down.
Chef, do you have a sourdough like mother you keep?
I don't. It's quite energetic to put into it, so I trust other people with their mother. Yeah. Having said that, I think that if I have plenty of friends that have sourdough starters, that it's actually easier if you take one of theirs and create, instead of trying to start your own from scratch, if you could convince somebody to give you a little piece of their mother, the starter, the sourdough mother, then it actually helps foster the growth of the bacteria. So just
Jacob's so confused when you start saying mother.
The hell is a mother?
This guy.
The mother is the starter. Like if you know what you're doing with the sourdough, you can have a sourdough starter, what you call a starter. Once it gets up and living and creates, it's called a mother. It's like this living creature, so to speak. Like it's full of all this bacteria that live in there. And so once your starter has grown to the place that it's living in wherever you keep it, it's called a mother.
Flynn, how the hell did you know about this?
Because I'm smart.
No, I know that's not it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. We used to have like starter stuff when I was growing up on a couple different breads, and I don't know. I thought it was pretty common knowledge.
Well, can't hide money.
That's why I asked him if he had a mother.
Can't hide money. Chef,
mother
you're the
was
man.
a mother.
Chef, we appreciate you every single week. Enjoy the rest of your week. We'll catch up again soon.
You guys take care.
You as well.
Come on, guy, dude.
Mother.
Come on, grow up a little bit.
Alondra, turn you up here. Do you know what the hell they're talking
I
about?
had actually never heard of a sourdough mother before.
No. Hold your pinky up next time you talk about that.
I've always
sourdough mother.
Bacteria.
I've always wanted to get into sourdough baking and like making the bread myself or whatever, but it all seems way too complicated. Like I don't know what a starter is. I don't know why I need a starter. I don't know why I need to feed the starter. Like
Isn't it funny that making sourdough bread is actually really white bread of you?
Fair enough.
Like I'll just go to Whole Foods and pick some up.
Yeah, but I feel like people
go to Albertsons, at Rouse's, or wherever.
I feel like
they sell sourdough bread.
You're not in your 30s yet, though. I think once you get to that point, I think at that point you're going to get into more of the sourdough game.
So you see, I'm already kind of into it. It's just so confusing to me that I want to,
yeah,
but
I'm
it's way
into
too confusing.
It too, when I pull up to Rouse's and grab a sourdough loaf.
Well, you're in like the half marathon world. I feel like that it follows by the live, laugh, love sign, and then start getting the sourdough world.
I don't think I'll ever be live, laugh, love. Nothing about me says live, laugh, love.
Oh, that's good. I saw a post the other day that said, you can tell somebody used to be a party animal.
What?
They run half marathons now. I don't know. Is that true?
Okay. High school me was bad.
Okay.
So maybe.
So it checks out?
A little bit.
I mean, everybody's got it.
Yeah.
All right. Sourdough mother. Got it. More OTB when we come back here live from Mobile, Alabama.
Off the bench.
All right, when it comes to your money, you want a bank that treats you like a person, not a number, and that is First American Bank and Trust. They've been servicing Louisiana communities for generations, offering personal banking, business banking, and lending solutions with real local service you can trust. So whether you're opening a new account, growing your business, or planning for what's next, their team is there every step of the way. There's no call centers, there's no runaround, just people who know what they're doing and care about their customers. And remember, right there in the Baton Rouge area, not some big city on the East Coast or West Coast. They're in Baton Rouge making those decisions for you. You can learn more at FABT.com.
That's right here in Louisiana. We still believe in doing business the right way, and that's knowing your banker, getting straight answers, and working with people who actually care about your success. And that's exactly what you're going to find over at First American Bank and Trust. For more than 100 years, they've been up and running here in Louisiana. So First American Bank and Trust, local people, local decisions, real banking. Visit FABT.com.
Most roofers just replace your shingles. At Pelican, we diagnose your roof, digging deep down to find the root cause of your roof symptoms. Now cough for me. Good. We don't ignore your roof's issues, we address them. Let's just take care of this right here. Helping your roof to become the best version of itself. Interesting that you would say that. How does that make you feel? So call Pelican Roofing for your free roof checkup today.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith with Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan & Associates. We take great pride in educating our clients about their rights. Whether you're injured at work or while you drive, call our office at 272-5555. Knowledge is power, and you should know your rights after an injury.
Hi, I'm Sean Fagan of Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan & Associates. When insurance companies have been unfair, we've never been afraid to go to trial. Fighting hard to protect your rights, we never settle a case out of convenience. We only settle when it's right for you. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home, with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs. Set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free confidential help now.
I got my first real six string, bought it at the 5 and dime, played it till my fingers bled, was the summer of 69.
Welcome back to Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, live from the 2026 Panini Senior Bowl in Mobile, presented by First American Bank and Trust.
All right, and welcome back in. It is OTB. Always want to remind you about our friends over at Russell Pool Company. RussellPools.com is the website. If you're looking to build your dream pool in your backyard, they are the person. I'm thinking if you want a kidney shape, if you want a rectangle. We always say dream pool. Mm-hmm. Maybe your dream is a kidney shape.
Yeah, maybe it is.
Maybe it is a rectangle.
Yeah, maybe it's a pentagon.
Maybe you want to go square. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's your dream pool.
Yeah, write your name with a pool.
You can do the LSU pool like they have at the, what do they call that thing? The rec?
Yep.
I was looking for a laundry. Is it
recreational facility.
Look at the LSU pool. Did you ever take
Oh,
full
the
advantage?
UREC?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, the lazy pool was
Yeah.
after me.
Okay. Oh, you're old.
Missed it.
Oh.
But if you want that.
I turn 28 next week.
Yeah, if you want that, you can do that. But again, You want a kidney shaped pool? You can do a kidney shaped pool. Whatever you want. It is your dream in your space, in your backyard. Alondra's old like us now.
No.
RussellPools.com is the website for Russell Pool Company.
People kind of getting on you in the chat a little bit.
About what?
They said Jake saying he can't hide money because he doesn't know how to make sourdough bread.
Yeah.
It was a pretty comical response.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it feels like something like you got to be kind of bougie.
No, dude, it's blue collar.
Is it?
That's gritty. There's a mason jar of just some bacteria forming. It's called the mother.
Man, it feels real white bread. Sorry, chat. I never heard of that. We had.
Well, you learn something new every day.
Alondra, I don't know what y'all had. We had Wonder Bread growing up where I grew up.
It's like we'd get the HEB, the Hill Country one, or Miss Baird's or something like that.
We got
Baird's,
Wonder Bread
Baird's
or Blue Bunny,
Yeah.
maybe. Is Blue Bunny a brand? That was when you got upgraded. You get the Peter Pan peanut butter that I'm sure it's not peanut butter.
Oh, there's peanuts in it.
You think?
Some.
Yeah. You get that at the county market. Shout out to county market.
All right.
You didn't make sourdough, though. Sorry.
I think sourdough became popular in San Francisco, I believe.
Can y'all tell the meth gator story? We did a full episode, 2 hours on meth gators one time. I think it was
Florida.
I think it was a Florida man that somehow, some way
misplaced
some of his meth, and gators got into said meth, and it was creating a meth gator.
Yes.
So
hyper-aggressive gators.
Yes.
Hyper-aggressive. I pictured it kind of like a rabid animal with like rabies, right?
Yeah,
that's what rabid means. But an animal with rabies going crazy, looking for. I mean, have y'all ever seen? They made the movie. I don't know if it was based on the meth gators. I think it was actually based on kind of like a true story. Not a true story, of course, like the story, the plot line. But Cocaina Bears. You remember that movie coming out? Mm-hmm. It was fantastic.
What was it called? Cocaine Bears?
Yes, Cocaine Bears. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I tried to church it up with Cocaina. Not really knowing the rules around here. The radio game.
I mean, cocaine's not a bad word.
I know.
Bad habit, not a bad word.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't do drugs.
Yeah, talking about can't have money. Yeah, if you got one of those problems.
Yep.
Whoa.
What are those swans doing down there?
Wait, what?
They're swans.
Oh, yeah, those are creepy. What is that?
I don't know.
All right.
I've never been in a place that wanted to be, that was like such a big poser. Mobile wants to be New Orleans really bad.
Yeah.
They claimed the first Mardi Gras.
Yeah, it's got the downtown little strip's got a little New Orleans feel to it.
They're about to start their parades, which respect. You know what? It's go. You gotta just throw respect to the game, the Louisiana game, the Mardi Gras game. But they claimed the first one. I mean, I don't know.
Like I always say, it's not who did it first, who does it best.
Yeah.
And if you did it first, cool, man.
Yeah.
I love coming to Mobile once a year for 4 days. But when people say Mardi Gras, you don't think Mobile, Alabama.
No.
You think New Orleans.
But Mobile has treated us well. It's a cool little downtown area. It has been cold, so it's kind of like not like you kind of want to go walk around a whole lot, but it has been nice. It's been my first like extended stay in Mobile before. I came to a convention one time a couple of years ago for the National Guard. But it's been very good. The Senior Bowl has been fantastic. This is our last show. Hey, you're going to be gone a little bit next week, huh? Just like the whole week.
Oh, man, I tell you what. I just got to get to the finish line. I have to get to, okay, so we're here. It is Thursday, January 29th. I am off tomorrow because, my God, I need to see my family. I'm going to see them tomorrow, and I'm going to see them on Saturday, and then I fly out on the 1st of February to go to San Francisco. And I'm going to be there doing multiple shows, probably 3 shows a day, the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. And then I fly back late that night. I think it's a red eye. And I get back to Baton Rouge super late. I'll be off the 7th and 8th, and then that's the finish line. Just got to get to February the 9th. I just got to get to February the 9th. And then we do a week of shows, and then we both are taking vacation for the week that the kids are out for Mardi Gras. So I have gone multiple rounds of the playoff. I did the national championship. We do this here. Was that last? I don't even know what event we're at. Here at the Senior Bowl, then we go to the Super Bowl, and then I'm off until the draft in April. But it's not like I don't mind the work. I do 2 shows every single day. It's not the work. It's the being away from
being away from family stuff, for sure. So almost to the finish line, bud.
I can see it.
We will be.
I can see it. Now, Super Bowl radio is the most intense thing I do all year. It's 3 hours every day solo.
Ooh.
And it's a pop-up channel on Sirius XM, so it's my own channel for a week.
I don't think give you an old partner.
I don't know. They like it because it's guest heavy, so I'm not gonna act like I'm by myself. I'm probably by myself of the 3 hours an hour of it per day, and there's no Alondras, there's no
you can't bounce
Tay-Tays
it
to throw anything off of.
Yep.
But look, it is what it is. It's my 3rd year doing it. I love it. It's great energy. So we'll see.
It'll be great. I know you're gonna there's a little time change. You're gonna be 2 hours behind us certainly, so you'll have to wake up early even if you want to join us in that 3rd hour. But it'll be myself, Alondra, Tay-Tay, the tripod, rolling all week next week from Baton Rouge, and you'll join the show as much as you can. It'd be great to get insight, first-hand experience from the radio row there at Super Bowl. I know it's a poppin' place to be. It's a place to be.
Yeah, it is.
And is that actually in San Francisco?
I think the radio row is going to be in San Francisco. The game is in Santa Clara, but I don't go to the game. I have no desire to go to the game. I am going to be on the first bird smoking Friday when I finish up.
Good for you, buddy. Wow.
It'll be fun, though.
It'll be fantastic. Well, we got
Our
to close
show's
it up
at
here,
what,
though.
5 a.m. that time?
Yeah, it'll be 5 a.m. That's the reason that
that's why
the whole show didn't go. We just couldn't.
Yeah,
we just couldn't figure out with the time change. So probably be a lot of the same next year because it will be LA next year. Is that right?
Yeah, I hope we find a way to change the clock though, because LA is going to be a great time. LA does a good job hosting. I'm gonna be honest with you, San Francisco is not my favorite spot for any big game. It's just everything's spread out. The convention center is not nearly the same size as the other ones. So LA will be a better time. Las Vegas for college, LA for the Super Bowl. So,
well,
Chargers, Packers, book it.
Book it for sure. 100% happening.
All right, we'll take our last break of the show, put a bow on this edition. Remember, we've got one more day of practice, so be sure to follow all the social media, ESPN and OTB on Instagram. Alon's doing a great job having all the content there for you. So another day of practice. We'll have some content from practice, and we'll close out today's show when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, what I say about our friends over at Trash Rangers. Obviously, what they can do for you, residential, commercial trash pickup. What they can do for you as far as a roll-off dumpster. 3 different sizes to choose from. But don't forget the sanitation department. If you need a portable toilet coming up for the parades, the Mardi Gras parade, Spanish Town parade, coming up in a couple of weeks, they have got you covered. We told you yesterday, and we meant it. You don't want those people in your house using the restroom. They're your friends. They're cool. Like, you can catch beads in my front yard. We can eat and drink a couple cold pops, but I don't need you using the restroom. That's why you call Trash Rangers. They'll have those portable toilets set up for you. So go ahead, plan ahead, and go to trashrangers.com.
Yeah, that's Trash Rangers sanitation, but Trash Rangers trash removal is the most reliable trash removal service in Louisiana. So whether it's commercial, industrial, residential, if you're one of the lucky ones that has the residential pickup, you know that they are fantastic. Commercial, they can size their product. They can pick up as many times as you need in a week to fit your project, and roll-off dumpsters, whatever you need, 3 sizes to choose from. The best trash removal and sanitation removal service in Louisiana. TrashRangers.com.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, we know each case and client are unique, and that no 2 cases are the same. But one thing remains constant, and that is our passion to help our clients. After an accident, we know your life has changed, which is why we passionately fight to make you and your family whole. Remember, whether you hire us at all, give us a call. at 272-5555. We're here to serve you.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs, set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free, confidential help now.
This new year, Hood Dental wants you smiling bigger and healthier than ever. New patients can get a healthy gums cleaning for just $89, plus a free exam and full mouth x-rays, a $376 value. With over 3,000 5-star Google reviews, 5 local locations, and easy online scheduling with same-day care, Hood Dental makes it simple to get started. And for January only, save 15% up to $150 on restorative treatment. Schedule today at hooddentalcare.com.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
Most roofers just replace your shingles. At Pelican, we diagnose your roof, digging deep down to find the root cause of your roof symptoms. Now cough for me? Good. We don't ignore your roof's issues, we address them. Let's just take care of this right here, helping your roof to become the best version of itself. Interesting that you would say that. How does that make you feel?
Welcome back to Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, live from the 2026 Panini Senior Bowl in Mobile, presented by First American Bank and Trust.
All right, welcome back in. One final segment here on OTB. We just had Saints general manager Mickey Loomis walk by. He didn't want to do the Ask Mickey segment, though. I don't know why.
I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
Hey, he's 1-0 on his last draft.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Hey, can we go 2-0? It's called a win streak.
It has been done before, as old Lou Brown said.
But, you know, recency biased. There's no GM better based on the last round.
Oh, man. Look, Mickey has always been, like, with this time, anytime I've ever had him on NFL radio when I've gone down to training camp or whatever. So maybe one day we can have the Ask Mickey segment. What do you think? Think he'll do it?
Maybe we should just ask questions.
maybe we'll filter the questions.
Filter them just a bit.
Yeah, we'll filter those through.
All right, what you looking for today? Practice? Anything on the top of your mind?
Yeah, it's going to be Tyron Montgomery again. After that conversation, how could it not be? That's the guy that I'm rooting for. So for the national, if we're like outside of LSU guys, I'm going to go him, national team, and then for the American team, just going to continue to watch Kalon Black, running back from Indiana.
Yeah. If you're on the social medias, as we post that interview, y'all go share it. Let that kid's story get out there, because that is somebody. It's what is good in sports. So if you didn't get a chance to listen to that interview, you can go back, check it out on the social media, go check it out on YouTube. Do yourself a favor, take a few minutes, go listen to that story of Tyron Montgomery.
All right, that's going to do it for us. We'll see you tomorrow. We love you. We thank you.
Off the bench.
Actually, Magic Johnson style, I'm not going to be there, but somebody will be there. If you're thinking about upgrading your home inside or out, it starts with K2Z Interiors and Outdoor Living. From custom blinds and shades to outdoor living solutions, K2Z helps homeowners create spaces that look great and actually work for how you live. They walk you through the process, offer quality products, and handle professional installation, so there's no guesswork on your end. So whether it's refreshing one room or transforming your outdoor floor space. We always talk about that with K to Z. They have got you covered from start to finish. Check them out at ktozblinds.com.
That's right, K to Z Interiors and Outdoor Living. If you want to upgrade your home, the interior of your house, but we kind of talk about the outside too. Those motorized roll-up shades on your outdoor living area is absolutely incredible. Up and down, no matter be an extension of your indoor hosting area. So go check them out, K to Z Interiors and Outdoor Living, ktozblinds.com.
South Louisiana, it's turnaround season, and River Parish Contractors is calling in the best of the best. We're hiring pipe fitters, ironworkers, boiler makers, combo and structural welders, rig welders, carpenters, crane operators, dirt operators, and more. If you're ready to work, ready to earn, and ready to build something that lasts, call Big Jake at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.